Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the celebration stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to celebrate incredible scenes of glorious emotion as Don Hussam, aka This is Football, has hit 50,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got to celebrate together. And I thought, what else is more iconic than the red shirt and the infamous blue suit? Now that I've worn this blue suit to the celebration, I'm probably not going to get any super chats today because it's just a bad luck suit. But it is what it is. 50,000 subscribers, guys. Guys, this is a milestone that anyone on this whole platform will be proud of. This is a milestone that is not a joke whatsoever. This is real. This is some real numbers right here. This is reality. 50,000 subscribers. I know I make this statement a lot, and some people have turned it into a mockery. You should never turn it into a mockery. But I really am just Hussam from Jordan. I really am the guy that has no access to Anfield, the guy that English is not even his first language, the guy that, you know, started this journey 4 years ago with you guys. And 4 years later, we're on 50,000 subscribers. I have worked with people that I grew up watching. I worked with people that, I would have never dreamed of. Hussam from Jordan, who started on an Android and a stack of books, has the likes of Saeed's number in his phone, has the likes of Troops' number in his phone, has all of these guys' numbers. And that for me in itself alone is a journey that anyone could be proud of. And I feel like if I, God forbid, do a live stream tomorrow and tell you guys I'm completely done with YouTube, I have left behind something that would be appreciated worldwide by so many supporters, by so many people. Shout out to Jokic. They didn't believe in the fat guy. They did not believe in the fat guy. They did not believe in the bearded guy. They did not believe in the stack of books and the Android. They did not believe in any of that. They simply did not. And, we're here. We're here. Life is funny. 4 years ago, I was sat here getting so hyped that I had 20 live viewers. 20 live viewers, all it took to get me so hyped up. I first got to 20 live viewers on a stream with Igal. And this is why Igal will always have a special place in my heart, because he's the first ever big content creator to give me a chance, to give me an opportunity. He made the thumbnail for me that day, and it was the first time I ever worked with someone as big as Igal. And now he's doing a weekly show with me. That's why I will always have a special place in my heart for Igal. That's why I will love Igal forever, because the guy has like gave me an opportunity that I did not have otherwise. And people might laugh at this, but working with the likes of Igal when you are under 1,000 subscribers, when you're in the position you're in, is like something that you can't even think of, because Igal at the time was viral and people knew who Igal was. Igal comes on my channel and we start talking about football, and I'm just sat here like, whoa, we're cooking, Igal has come on my channel. And for me, the appreciation of the journey, like us just being here together, us just having this moment, the fact that I'm sat here after everything with you guys, streaming on a stack of books, talking about football on Spaces, and today is the day where we discuss the journey, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day we discuss the journey, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm very excited. The reason why I'm very excited is today there will be never ever seen before footage shared with the chat. And, there will be a lot of stuff that I would be perhaps embarrassed to share. But now it is a journey to share with everyone. It's a journey to share with everyone. So there is nothing to be embarrassed of. So I will start you guys off with infamously, big up to all the super chatters. I see you guys already. Tyler, I love you. Redline, I love you. Gonzo, I love you. Fonzie, I love you. BIG, I love you. I love every single one of you guys. And you know I love you as well. But guys, before I get to the super chats and the Q&A and all that stuff, like the video, subscribe. Put one in the chat if you want me to take you through the journey where this whole thing started. We can start right at the beginning. And just, obviously, we're not going to watch whole streams together, but we're going to watch snippets here and there of stuff that we have, that, you know, Hussam has been through, if you would like. Put one in the chat if that is what you want. If you want me to just do Q&A and that's it, up to you. But I can go back to stuff that is no longer available for the public to even watch, guys. You know, I'm going to show you characters that you guys do not even recognize. No one on this platform even recognizes, chat. I'm talking about people that none of you even fucking know about. I'm talking about certain individuals that you might not even know who they are doing streams on YouTube, guys. So this is a journey to be proud of, not like the Arsenal ones, because we end up, you get me? We actually ended up hitting the 50K. Sorry, Arsenal fans. I love you. Love you, Rachel. Love you, Arsenal fans in the chat. Anyway, plenty of ones. Guys, this is a special stream today. Don't be an asshole, innit? Like and subscribe. So, let's just... This is where it all started, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, welcome to 8 Mile. Just listen to how different I sound. Listen to the way I'm speaking. And listen the pace I'm speaking at. This was my first ever YouTube video. And look at the dramatic ass title as well. Ending the Gerard Lampard calls. It hasn't ended, mate. It hasn't ended, but we ended it, innit? So let's watch a little bit of this, guys.
Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever video. Today we're going to discuss the...
I dare you. Can someone count how many words per minute? Can someone please count how many words per minute? Like someone just bring up a calculator. Bring up a calculator.
Gerard Lampard Scholes debate. Me personally, I don't even know why Lampard and Scholes are in the same sentence as Steven Gerrard, and today this comparison ends. Gerrard gets a lot of hate online and people disrespect his legacy, like they start crazy comparisons. Today I'm going to show you why Gerrard is the best midfielder in Premier League history, even though he never won it. So let's immediately address the elephant in the room. I know Gerrard slipped and I know he never won the Premier League. I don't need you to remind me. I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been through this, so I know he's never won the league. But that doesn't change the fact that he's still the Ballon d'Or Dream XI. Recently, Ballon d'Or came out with Dream XI is basically making a team for all the ages, like you know, historic players like Pele, Maradona, whoever. Gerrard was nominated. He was nominated for the defensive midfielder position. Lampard wasn't nominated and Scholes wasn't nominated. Gerrard was nominated with names like Bobby Charlton, who are absolute like historic legends of football, on top of every single individual achievement, except the Ballon d'Or where Lampard finished second, he finished third. But anyway, like the rest, Gerrard is on top of every single individual achievement.
This was my first
test. So I tell you to do the same. Use the eye test. You can't just use stats to compare footballers, you know? Once again, this is not boxing. It's not like, oh, he threw 3 punches and I threw 1 punch. It's not as simple as that. The Chelsea team was studded with stars. And Gerrard never really had any like amazing team. Like anytime we had a semi-decent team, I think 08-09 we had a good team and we finished second, so we challenged for the league. And 13-14, obviously the Suarez season or the slip season, he also challenged for the league. Now Gerrard
one thing today, Sean brought this up. Khalas, guys, I'm sorry, I cannot watch this video anymore. This is available for the public. I'm gonna start sharing videos from this second that's not available for the public. Let me just say this, chat. First of all, one thing that no one can deny at this moment in time is my logic is very consistent. I was talking about individual awards 4 years ago, and guess what? I still talk about them now. You know, I'm not changing my energy or anything. Shout out to Cheesecake. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. You guys better not be on Discord today on my special day. You know, you'd be on Discord on my fucking wedding if you were capable of. Anyway, as I was saying, Cheesecake mentioned it today in the chat. He's like, bro, one thing about Hussam that he can debate like no other is individual player comparisons. And I'll be honest with you, from the beginning, this was my strength. This is the beginning was my strength, bro. Like it's just one of them things that even 4 years later, I'm using the same exact logic against Saeed. I'm using the same exact logic against Terry. I'm using the same exact logic. Like you ain't gonna come up here and just tell me, oh, 5 Premier Leagues, oh blah 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 blah. Come on, man. Come on. Now let me play you. This has never been seen. This is not available to the public. This is not available to the public chat. I don't even know if I want to share this, guys. Shall we just do a Q&A, guys? Shall we just do a shall we just do like a guys, there is no need to share the old memories, man. Let me just can we just do a Q&A? Ask me like what's your favorite cuisine and shit. Can we just shit on Turkish food together? This was my first ever live stream. This is not available to the public, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. First ever live stream.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to my first ever live video. Today, we're going to preview the Liverpool versus Southampton game. Am I even live right now? What is happening?
Checking if you're live. First live stream. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I am live. Hello and welcome to This is Football. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. As you can tell, still new to this whole situation. Anyway, welcome to This is Football. Today we're going to preview the Liverpool versus Southampton game. Obviously, a must-win game for us. If we lose, we're basically out of the top 4 race, which already is impossible at this rate. But you never know. Crazier stuff have happened in football. This entire season has been crazy anyway. So,
guys, I hate my life. Guys, I cannot do this any longer. My face is going all red and shit, guys. I cannot do this, guys. End the stream, Dave. End the stream, Dave, guys. My first ever live stream back in 4 years ago. That was the year where you know, that was the year where Liverpool were fighting for top 4, bro. That was the season I made my YouTube debut. You know, that's basically what happened at the time. So,
you know, crazy.
Let's just get to the part where I actually start talking. And at the time, because it was so like I was hyped up to see even like 5-6 people in the chat, I used to bring up every single comment.
We either win these games or we're just out of the season, which has been a season to forget. Like it's been absolutely miserable. So, you know, this is a must-win game for sure.
And then Laser joins me. This is some characters that you're gonna see today. None of you even know. You get me? Watch.
Anyway, Laser, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, people? What you say, man? Thanks for having me on, bro. Yeah, feeling a lot better now. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm not in my studio, as you can see. I'm in the lounge. I'm just trying to set it. I've got my phone perched up on a box. yeah, man. So how's it going, bro? I've got you on the TV on the wall as well. So I'm looking at myself in double vision. So I'm gonna concentrate. I'm gonna turn it off that, and then just concentrate on the phone one.
When I first started doing YouTube, and I'll give this advice to everyone who's kind of has like some form of dream and stuff that they want to accomplish in their life. Guys, I did every fucking thing I could to just go out there as much as possible. I'll tell you the story regarding pre-recorded videos. I did pre-recorded videos for a month. I made 4 watch hours. I needed 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. I made 4 watch hours in 1 month. 4 watch hours is 4 people watching you for an hour. Very simple. You don't even need to be a YouTuber to know this. 4 watch hours is 4 people watching you for an hour. On pre-recorded videos, I made 4 watch hours in a whole month. As an example, we've got 215 people watching us. This video right now has 215 watch hours. I made 4 watch hours in a whole month. And then I started live streaming and I made 400 in the first month. 400 watch hours in the first month. So let me show you what I mean.
And so what's the score, man?
Sorry, before I show you, there will be characters that none of you recognize other than the real OGs. When I see an OG, some people in the chat think they're OG. I'm talking about like OG. Vel is an OG. Now he's an employee. Tyler is an OG. There are names on this chat who knew me pre-1K. This was my first ever live stream. Vel knew me from them. At the time, I got to know a couple of Liverpool fans. I think some of you guys might have seen them on the Coppish Collins. I got to know Fozzy. You guys all know Fozzy. I got to know Laser, this guy on the screen right here. I got to know, you know, there's this Irish guy. I think his name was Daz. There was Fozzy's like 2 cousins and stuff like that. No, this was before Spaces, Farhad. Don't worry, everything is in chronological order. So this was Laser, fellow Liverpool fan, and he joined me on the.
Well, what's happening? What's going on?
Let's get to the part we started.
Madrid away. We've seen it.
Oh, he was shocking.
Yeah,
absolutely shocking. Yeah. And that was his time to prove a point to the fan base, to Jurgen Klopp, to himself, and say, "Look, I've got what it takes here." You know what I'm saying? And when you look at an example like N'Golo Kante, and I said it to you yesterday, a message, oh my days, I always said he would have suited the Klopp system. He was always going to go to Chelsea goodness. At the time in 2016. But
we had him.
It's like having 2 players in midfield. It's like Chelsea.
It is. And if you think about it, even from a controlling perspective, if you play Fabinho and Kante in the same midfield, you are beating every single midfield on God's earth. No midfield is getting through you. I don't care who you have in there. Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno, Pogba together. Nothing's happening when you have those 2 together. I would have loved to seen that, but obviously he's with Chelsea now, and they're doing unfortunately better than us now. Yeah,
sorry, it showed yesterday, man. Like you see, like Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz. Yes, the very the world-class players in their own right, but you could see.
I'm sure some of you guys in the chat would have remembered him. Then I did my first ever panel show. Now the characters you're about to see on your screen, I promise you right here, right now, other than Tyler, other than Vel, not a single person of you knows these. This was at the right beginning of Twitter Spaces. This was pre-Football Wars. This was pre any of this. This was with 2 people listening to a space, 3 people listening to a space. There were no co-hosts yet. If you left like Twitter, the space would close. I'm talking about like, guys, I'm talking about like when Spaces first launched. You're about to see people on your screen that not a single one of you guys recognizes. This was my first ever panel live stream. Watch this.
Elite Football Show. I'm joined.
First of all, the name, Elite Football Show. Very generic.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Today is the debut of our new show called the Elite Football Show. I'm joined by one Liverpool fan only because Bucko bottled it because he's a bottler. Bucko, I know you're probably going to watch this on replay. You bottled it. You absolutely bottled it. You were meant to be the 3rd Liverpool fan. Now it's 2v3 because of you bottling it. So thank you very much, Bucko, for that. Thank you for absolutely bottling it. Anyways, I'm joined by Calloway, who's a Liverpool fan. Casper, United, Dali, and Manny are all United fans. Basically, the rules of the show are as follows. We're going to preview every single Premier League fixture. We're going to predict the Premier League fixtures as well. And the rules are as follows. If you get the score and the outcome correct, you get 3 points. If you get the score wrong, but the outcome correct, you get 1 point. And if you get, obviously, if you don't get like anything, you just get 0 points in it. Like, obviously.
Let me ask you guys an honest question. If I were to ask you just based off of like what you're seeing right now, who would you think I thought at the time had like the highest potential to do like a stream with me? Like just mano a mano stream. You get me? Like just me and him, no one else, etc., etc., etc. Who do you think had like the potential for us to just, you know, sit up here and just do a stream together? And I am blending in with the wall. You are correct. Who do you think from the people on the screen right now did I start a stream with? Hello, Mina. Big up to you. Congratulations to you. I swear I saw you winning your first award and stuff. Take a guess, chat. All of you guys guessed it correctly. This was my first ever panel show, and we start predicting games.
I have to say, it's just Arsenal, and everyone will just end up laughing. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is the state of your club now. Obviously, we're all Kroenke and Arteta, and we all want.
Arsenal fans listening to this right now are like, oh shit, he wasn't singing the same tune 4 years ago. Of course I was not, Habibi. Of course I was not. Of course I was not, Habibi. Of course. The date of the stream, 3 years ago, blood. 7th May 2021. 4 years ago, actually. So, out of that group of people, me and Casper got along the best, and we spoke on Spaces a lot the whole time and shit like that. And we ended up doing streams together, ladies and gentlemen. We ended up doing streams together. The guy, we were sat there. You know, I debuted the first ever Hussam X Casper. This was before Tom. This was like way before Tom. This was like the first ever Hussam X someone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another This Is Football live show. I told you guys I have a lot of shows planned. I told you guys there's a lot happening on this channel. I told you guys all this. So basically, this is a new show called the Hussam and Casper Show. In this show, we just talk about like general stuff, general football related stuff that has happened this week. You know, for example, like today we're going to talk about the teams of the season, which Carragher and Neville made. We're going to tell you our teams of the season, why we disagree of them. Obviously, the awards came out as well, the player of the season, signing of the season, all that. So we have a lot to discuss today in terms of just general football stuff. I told you guys, this channel is not just Liverpool related. It's for everyone. If you're a football fan, you can join it. And before we get into the discussion of the team of the season and everything, what's up, Daniel? How are you doing? Before we get into the discussion regarding team of the season and all that, we have to congratulate Man City for buying another league title. So congratulations to you for getting one more title using all that oil money. Now, Guardiola.
Big up Manchester City. Big up the oil money, guys. I'm not trying to get in trouble. So that's kind of like, that was the beginning of me live streaming. That was the beginning of like the whole live stream journey and all that type of stuff. Because when I first started, it was strictly pre-records. It was strictly like just look into a microphone and into a camera and just battle rap for 5 hours. Like that's been literally what happened, you know? But then we stopped doing that and we started doing, you know, more kind of like general related stuff and live streaming and etc, etc, etc. And you know, that's kind of where a lot of things, you know, kicked off from there, because I just started to build like an audience, which I think is important. And I think we created a natural bond, because back in the day, this is something that I want to tell you guys, and many people are unaware of this. Back in the day, there was no such thing as redirect. There was no such thing as like, oh, you went on the football terrace and then you got a redirect and you grew like crazy. That didn't exist. It took you like really like a long time, like to build your community from the ground up and to do all the hard work and etc. Like it was just it was a fight, bro, to actually build a community, to actually build something to work with. So I think this is something that you guys could take. And my first ever watch along, chat. My first ever watch along. This watch along, England versus Croatia, I think I came home from work like 10 minutes before this game. This was my first ever watch along, Euro 2021.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to my first ever watch along. Guys, relax. We are only 5 minutes late and the game hasn't started yet.
Guys, see? 5 minutes from the beginning, Habibi, I'm late. Yani you guys are upset. Khalas, wallahi, 4 years into Don Hussam. What's changed, guys? I'm still fucking late. Guys, I'm still late. Just get used to it at this point. I'll be so real. Just fucking get used to it, chat. Like, guys always late anyway. It's just nothing new. You get me? It's just nothing new, mate. It's just, I'm always late. Imagine my first ever watch along and I was effing late. What more you want, Habibi?
Anyway, welcome to the first ever watch along we're doing together right now. I just want to quickly go through the teams before we actually just start talking about the game and stuff. So anyway, England's starting 11 is Pickford in goal, Stones, Mings, Trippier, Walker, Phillips, Rice, Mount, Sterling, Foden and Kane. Obviously, the surprises in the England team are Trippier at left back and Sterling starting this game, given his horrendous form this season. And the Croatian team, which I have lost now for some reason. Where is the Croatian team? Where is the Croatian team?
Great question.
Oh my God, I can't believe I actually missed out the Croatian team. Wait.
Guys, I cannot watch this for any longer, wallahi. This was some of the most boring shit I've ever
Of
seen.
the day from Ward. Why does Raheem Sterling still play football?
You see, when I tell you Ward is an OG, remember when Ward sent me a super chat on the watch along and I call him an OG? This is how long Ward been watching for. Imagine how long Ward has been watching for. Imagine. Like, you see, when I call someone an OG, like OG, this is the type of shit that I mean. This guy 4 years later came back and is sending me super chats, you guys. I've known certain people for 4 effing years. Can you keep that in perspective? You know how mad that is to know someone for a whole 4 years, mate. 4 years. 4 years I've known the guy. Long time, mate. I always mention Igal as the first ever, big content creator to come on my channel. So let's take a look at that as well. Oh, there's a lot of shit coming today, chat.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest. I'm joined by Igal. You've probably seen him on EGTV. You've probably seen him on the Football Terrace. So big up yourself, Igal. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Just doing the transfer stories. Just did a video on my channel just a few minutes ago, and I try to get as much people over here as possible. So big up to everybody watching. If you're watching the first time, don't forget to subscribe to his channel, man. Big up to my guy.
Thank you, Igal. Yeah, basically what Igal just said. If you guys are here for the first time, click that subscribe button, like the video, hit that notification bell. As you guys can see, I'm working hard, getting as many people on as possible, putting out as many videos as possible. So big up to everyone watching. We have a few people who always watch the videos. So big up yourself, big up Casper, big up Safe, big up Gary. You guys are always here. So big up yourselves. And if you're here for the first time, as me and Igal just told you, subscribe, all that good stuff. So anyway, basically today we're going to talk about the Big Six. I don't know if it's like Big Six or Top Six anymore. Like, people always get those two confused. I'm going to just keep it as Big Six for now, because I don't think like all the teams qualify as Top Six. Basically, there's a lot to talk about regarding. We've just had the Champions League final yesterday. Obviously, all seasons of all the Big Six clubs, it's been up and down for most of them. I think City is probably the only consistent one this season. And even they, I think, let you down as a person who probably wanted City to win yesterday, obviously, because of the Chelsea rivalry. So basically, I just want to start off before we get into the Premier League side of things. I just want to ask you 2 questions regarding yesterday's game. First of all, do you think that City lost that one or Chelsea won it? Basically, did Guardiola overcomplicate it, or was Tuchel like amazing?
Champions League final.
And the second question is,
this is when Igal died
the 100th time now. Does this make Chelsea bigger than Arsenal, or no chance?
Listen, I'm not gonna get into bigger, because let me ask you this: how can you? Okay, you can't magnify something bigger when it's not actually bigger. For example, is Chelsea Stadium actually bigger than Arsenal Stadium? No, right?
Yeah.
So how can you say something's bigger when it's not actually bigger? You can have the argument to say they're better right now, they have a better team right now, they're a better run club right now. You can have that argument and say, yes, they're better run, they're a better organization, they're a better club, they're a better team to support at the moment. So that I would say yes. And Chelsea yesterday outclassed Man City. Man City had no chance to win that game. They did not do anything right from the beginning to the end. They struggled with the simple balls from left to right. You've seen John Stones shooting the ball out of.
Igal, you've been waffling for 3 years, mate. Just give it a rest. And then I was kind of just trying to find my feet and just do different types of live streams, just do kind of different types of things to just kind of put myself out there. And this is one of the ideas that we came up with. Vel mentioned it earlier on in the chat. We came up with Friday Night Madness, ladies and gentlemen. So when I call Ahmed an OG, this is exactly what I mean. This is how long ago this shit was.
I'm done. Lock off the show. Lock off the stream. End the stream right now. I'm done. Man said I want to Batista Bombali.
Look at my beard as well.
Oh my God, man. Police said I want a Batista Bombali. I love it.
It's crazy. Crazy, guys. Go to the gym. Shabab, men in the chat, I beg you go to the gym, mate. I beg you go to the gym. Watch Ahmed when he comes on as well now. Look at Ahmed. Look at Ahmed. There you are. Ahmed with no Fellaini hair, mate. Ahmed with no Fellaini hair, Habibi. It's original Ahmed. Ahmed with short hair, mate. We're talking. You see, when I see OG stuff, chat, this is the type of shit that I mean. I'm talking about like back in the effing day, bro. I'm talking about, you know, just back in the day. This was just so iconic, man. This was just so iconic, guys. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, chat. I literally cannot believe it.
It's Craig Holden. Shout out to Craig, man. Antonio will rinse Virgil van Dijk. Brother, I don't think.
Sharky, West Ham fan, used to watch us all the time. Used to watch us all the time, Sharky, West Ham fan. Used to watch us all the time. Try look for something quickly. I wish I can find the first clip where I first went viral, but I can't find it. But I know like that it exists type thing. You know, but it is what it is. I wish I could find it, man. I wish I could find it, but I had like this viral moment. And it had 1 million views for the first time ever, and I was like, I felt like I was the shit at the time. Like 1 million views. It wasn't on my own channel; it was on the Football Terrace. I wish I could actually find the clip, but I really can't. Anywho, so we go on through the summer and shit like this. This is my first ever big interview, the one I'm about to show you, with a non-footballing person. You guys know the guy that has the name Maxi on YouTube. On Twitter, sorry. Like he has an account on Liverpool Twitter since like 2012, and he's this Italian journalist and stuff like that. I think a lot of you guys probably in the chat probably follow him. You know, Maxi, I think his name is. Shout out to Maxi if he's watching this. So this is my first ever interview with like a journalist type. Maxi Angelo. Shout out to him if he's watching. He's probably not, but shout out to him regardless.
No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to an interview and a collaboration I've been waiting to do for. I'm very excited to be doing this show today. We are going to be talking about all Premier League transfers, football as well, like the usual stuff. We are joined today by none other than the legend himself, Mr. Maxi. How are you doing, Maxi?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's really hot, but it's just, you know, part of living where I live. Like, it's just life. It's so hot down here, man. Like, you know, the thing is with the weather, like,
guy to
this
come
is
on
not how I
and
wanted to
speak
start the show with
transfers
the
with me,
weather,
like,
but I'm just gonna say it anyway. When I hear like people in European countries complaining about the heat, I'm like, you guys don't even know. This is the real heat I'm in right now. Like, this is hot. 40 degrees, like 45 degrees. It's actually a madness. So, Maxi, I hope, like I said, obviously you're doing well and stuff. We have a lot to talk about with Premier League transfers as well. So there are so many topics. For people who do not know, Maxi is a Liverpool fan as well. So, you know, he's
Yes.
representing the Red family and stuff. So, Maxi, even though we're Liverpool fans, I want to start off with a United topic to begin with.
Yeah.
So, just to ask you from a fan's perspective, Varane and Sancho, your thoughts on like Man United in general with both these signings and stuff. Do you feel there's a threat there, or are we just like, nah, we're good?
No, I think it's two good transfers. So obviously their qualities speaks for themselves. Varane has won so many trophies at Real, formed one of the best centre-back partnerships in modern history with Sergio Ramos. And Jadon Sancho's number speaks for themselves. I'm kind of impressed with how good of deals they were. I think 34 million pound for Rafael Varane is an amazing deal, and the same with 73 million for Jadon Sancho. I think both could have been much more expensive, and if we rewind the tape 2-3 years, I think Manchester United would have paid a lot more. My big question though is, they have a great squad, but
the guy, you know, obviously we start discussing like transfers and shit like that. This is before I get to the Grizz stuff, this for me was a moment. And I have shared this moment with you guys before, but I'm going to share it again because we're talking about this. Everyone here knows, specifically the ones that watch me, like been watching me for a long time. When I first started doing YouTube, I put up a bunch of emails. Big up Lewis in the chat. Love you, bro. Always mention Lewis as the realest one. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Guys, everyone knows when I first started, you know, I feel like I will reveal stuff today if we put a price on it. When I first started, everyone knows this. I sent out about fucking 10 different emails just trying to get on everyone's channel. Like, I was just trying to put myself out there because there was no redirect. There was none of this shit, bro. Like, you just had to work like so effing hard. You had to work so hard to get on someone's platform. Lewis will understand what I'm saying right now because he's an OG in this space, so he understands where I'm coming from. A lot of people in the chat might not know this, but bro, back in the day, there was no redirect. There was none of that stuff. I emailed a lot of people. Lee Judges responded. I got the notification that Lee Judges responded to my email when I was driving home from work. I parked my car to the right, and I could not believe it. Because you guys need to understand, 10 years ago, everyone watched AFTV. Everyone cut the bullshit. Everyone watched AFTV. Everyone did. When is it gonna end, Robbie? DT, he was in my chat, and I can't believe DT knows who I am. Troops. My mother's wangering. Is she mad? Is she mad? Mom, I love you, but big man thing. I don't know what they're putting in that tea, you know. I still remember, bro. So many moments. Lee Judges. And he always had this like teeth thing where he's just from the beginning, you know. And I'm gonna go to Spurs like a fucking idiot. I loved Lee Judges. Lee Judges responded to my email and he got on my channel. And from the intro, you could see how much of an honor it was to me personally. Watch this. This was my first ever like guy I watched doing a thing with me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Today, I haven't said this to Lee, but I'm going to say it on cam because this is a person to me who I really respect. A person when I watch on YouTube, I love watching. A person who always keeps it real. A person who knows what he's saying. There's proof that I'm going to screenshot and post on Twitter that I have always liked Lee Judges. And when he was doing the show on the same old Arsenal podcast, I sent in a chat and I said, I always love Lee. So I'm going to say this. I wanted to say this to Lee on cam. When he replied to my email, I got emotional. I was like, this is Lee Judges. So I'm very, very happy to say I'm joined by Lee Judges today to review Arsenal season. So Lee, how are you, bro?
Wow, I couldn't be better after that introduction. Thank you very much. Like, you know, that was superb. So yeah, no worries, no problems. Always happy to help out and glad to be on. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but that's my fault. I couldn't get the old computer games, but I'm here now. That's the main thing, right?
Yeah. It's okay. No problem. We'll wait for you late as long as you need. It's okay. So guys, if you are here for the first time, if you're watching the replay, subscribe right now. This is a channel for all football fans, not just Liverpool, not just Arsenal, but this is a channel for all football fans. Everyone here is welcome. And let's hope you enjoy the show. So, Lee, let's just get into it. I'm going to take you back to Arsenal's transfer window last summer. Obviously, I have the signings in front of me. They're quite a lot, but I'm just going to mention the significant ones. Obviously, Arsenal signed like Gabriel, Willian.
We went on kind of to review just like the
youngsters. I think it's fair to say.
He spoke a little bit, I spoke a little bit. Kind of different.
I could continue. Nicholas Anelka. You can go on and on and on. I can't do that now. I don't think, as you say, like what player would get into the.
I was so like, guys, I want you to understand something. Guys, I was so nervous. Before this stream started, I was so nervous because it was Lee, and it was my first ever, like, fuck, like, I'm working with a guy that's, like, recognized globally, bro. Like, I'm working with a guy that's, like, everyone knows Lee Judges, and he's coming on my channel. I was so nervous, bro. I was so nervous. Everyone knows the history between me and Grizz, but he was the first big content creator to come on my channel. And look at how... look at how dramatic my bloody titles are. Liverpool FC interview with Grizz Khan, and Avi was there, of course.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
One of the people
This
I
is
emailed.
Football. Today, I'm very proud, I'm very honored, I'm very thankful to these two gentlemen for joining me today. I'm joined by Gris Khan and Avi. Both of them, you can find them on the LFC Day Trippers. What's up, people?
Hi, thanks, Hussam. Thanks for having us. Sorry, Gris, I'm going to take your limelight here. Thanks, Hussam, for having me. I'm just a small. I'm actually Gris Khan's PA, so please, Gris is the star attraction today.
Don't listen to him, people. Don't listen to him. He's the brains behind everything, you know, that happens with me. But Hussam, thank you, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You've been so respectful. You've been so respectful towards me. I had to come on, even though I'm sure a lot of your listeners and viewers will know my voice is gone. I've been shouting and screaming after that Alisson goal yesterday, but I couldn't say no to you, man. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. The pleasure is mine, and thanks to both of you one more time. So anyway, the Liverpool this season, the entire roller coaster that's been happening, like I honestly I'm speechless this season, like with what's happening. The fact that Alisson yesterday, a goalkeeper scores in the 90th minute against West Brom.
So it's only fair to mention after this how the villain arc started. I'll show you exactly where the Hussam villain arc started, because we ended that season and everything. And then I want to see who really is an OG in the chat. Which player were we linked with in the summer of 2022 that made Hussam lose his shit and go on the villain arc? Tell me. Which player? There is a player we were linked with in the summer of 2022, not Jude, 2022. I'll give you before Nunes. In the summer of 2022. Yes! Who the fuck are you, Darnell? You're the OG, mate. You're the OG, correct. This was the start of the Hussam villain arc, ladies and gentlemen. This was the start of the Hussam villain arc. God.
Is the player that we're linked to, Christian Pulisic. I think this is like something that people might think I'm exaggerating, because today, you know, a top red got into my mentions and started saying, "Oh, Hussam, you are faking this outrage. You are making up this outrage. You are blah 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 blah. You know, Hussam is just making this shit up. This is all fake emotions. Hussam is doing this to gain the millions of dollars that he gains on YouTube. This is it. You know, Hussam is fake. Hussam is fake. Hussam is doing all this shit just so he gains subscribers. I'm faking this stuff up. Remember, Hussam is faking this stuff up. Let's now get to the hard-hitting facts. I even have my laptop out. I haven't even brought this laptop out since the Euros. I'm just going to say it as big up promo, but I don't want to ruin my train of thought. So let me just start your super chat. Big up to you. Hussam is faking all this. Remember, Hussam is fake. Hussam is lying. Hussam, who used to be a Chelsea fan. I've heard it all before. I have heard it all before, and I am sick and tired of explaining myself week in, week out to these top reds, obnoxious bastards who want
to these top red obnoxious bastards, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, to these top red obnoxious bastards. I am so mad, bro. I was so livid. Guys, you have to put yourself in my place. We were about, like, we needed to go back and try win the league, and we were fucking linked with Pulisic. I'm sorry, I lost my shit, bro.
nothing but every single person on earth to just sit here and kiss John Henry's ass and just agree with everything he says. Yes, John Henry. Yes, FSG. We had Hickson Gillett 10 years ago. We had Jay Spearing 10 years ago. So you can't complain now. Anything that happens now, you just have to shake your head and say, yes, sir. What a fantastic job. Christian Pulisic. Let's get to the hard-hitting facts. I even have my share screen ready. Haven't done this shit in 5 years. I don't even remember the last time. I got my shitty Dell laptop from 1938 that I used to have 10 years ago at uni out. So let me just put it out and let me just show you. Because you see, Hussam is overreacting, Hussam. Hussam, you're overreacting. You're fake. You used to be a Chelsea fan. So let me just show you the facts, because I'm an overreacting fake guy. Let's look at this together. Let's look at this together.
so
Since
angry.
1819, since 1819.
Shout out to Windows 7. Shout out to Windows 7. Shout out to Windows 7, chat. Shout out to Windows 7, mate. Shout out to Windows 7, Habibis. You get me? Back in the day, mate. Back in the day. Yeah. I didn't even know how to share tab. I was sharing my whole laptop. Thank God I didn't have some personal shit out. You get me? Anyway, let's carry on with this rant.
4 years. 4 years. That's it. Since 1819. This is the fact. Yeah. This, as you can see, as shared on the screen right now. These are Christian Pulisic's injuries in the last 5 years. Muscular problem, 5 days. Torn muscle fiber, 16 days. Torn muscle bundle, 20 days. Arc pain, groin injury, 12 days. Muscle bruise, 3 days. Tear in the abductor muscle, 156 days. The same exact 3-4 responses. They respond with every single time. It's the same exact 3-4 lines that they have memorized from their top red friend, that they say over and over and over and over. The same 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that they say they're going to say again. So let me just address them now before I get asked in the comment section. Let me just address it anyway. Why are you shouting? Why are you angry? Because I have every right to be angry. I have every right to be angry. So let me be angry in peace. Smash that like button.
I love the fact that I never forget to remind the people to like the video. That was the beginning of my villain arc. At the time, bro, I'll be honest with you. At the time, and I'll tell you the same, like the exact date. At the time of like those videos, I think in the summer of 2022, I had 5,000 subscribers only. I had 5,000 subscribers only. So it wasn't nothing like big or anything. No, it wasn't even 5,000. I think I had like 3,000 subscribers in that summer. Tyler, remind me. Then the Pulisic stuff happened. The Nunes stuff happened, which I'm trying to find, like the whole Darwin Nunes thing. I'm trying to find that right now, obviously, because that was another one where I got really angry and I was just so upset, man. I was just so upset, bro. I just did not want us to sign Darwin Nunes. From them days, I was like, I wish we should sign. You know, we should sign Nkunku, shit like this. And I was so angry. I still remember now. Like I really did lose my shit, bro. I really did lose my shit. I really did lose my shit when we something. Let me find the Nunes clip. Let me try to find you the Darwin Nunes stuff. I think it should be this one. I could be mistaken.
It's for me personally. He wasn't my first option. He wasn't my second option. He wasn't my third option, and he was never an option I wanted. I think the thing is for me.
And you kind of know, like, you want to know something that really pissed me off about this summer? Everything that I said during the summer, literally within 3 weeks, the entire fan base said about signing a midfielder and all that type of shit. Like, we were there, bro. We were there. Like, it's just so much memories, bro, from them times. From the beginning, I was like, bro, this is not my first option, or my second, or my third, or my fourth. He was never an option to begin with. I remember, I don't know if I said it in this video, but I think I said I did want Nkunku.
I just think I always look big picture. I always look big picture when it comes to Liverpool FC, because the club I love is the club I support. It's the club that I watch week in, week out.
Talk about my neck fat in the picture as well. Shout out the neck fat. W's in the chat for the neck fat. Fucking hell, bro. Oh my God. You could have fried 3 eggs with that fat right there.
And for me, big picture, I'm looking at something bigger than just goals. I'm not just looking at goals. I'm not just looking at assists. I'm looking at fluidity. I'm looking at link-up play. I'm looking at stuff that are deficiencies in Darwin Nunes' game.
So maybe this suggests, maybe.
I don't know why I was trying to talk like such an like this uppity guy, you know, like this suggests, wow, like someone put up. يا حبيبي خلاص, I cannot do this anymore. I'll tell you guys about some of these moments that we have shared is like from really back in the day. That summer, I had so many different rants. The Pulisic rant, the Nunes rant. I was just so mad because I didn't feel like the club was headed in the right direction. And throughout that whole season, my channel started to gain traction. A lot of people, Tyler will tell you right now in the chat, a lot of people came into my channel and were like, we finally have someone that actually says it as it is in the Liverpool fan base on YouTube. Many people came to me and said the same exact statement. The reason why people made that statement to me is, look, at the time, Liverpool YouTube was consistent positivity and there was no objective conversations whatsoever. We all know the channels, we all know the big channels, the two big ones that, just wanted to whatever. So it was all about like kind of doing this whole positive all the time nonsense type shit. And I wasn't about that. Like from the beginning, I always expressed my opinion honestly. I always spoke my opinion honestly. I always expressed my opinion honestly. And I was really angry when we signed Nunes. I was really angry when we were linked to Pulisic. I was so mad, bro. I was so mad when all those things were happening. And throughout that whole season, many people started to follow my channel because they just wanted a Liverpool fan that kind of says it as it is. And that's kind of where, I actually started to catch a bit of traction. And the thing that happened at the start of the season was the Clubhouse migration. What happened at the time is Twitter Spaces did to Clubhouse what Instagram did to Snapchat. When Instagram introduced stories, many people were like, okay, so what's the point of Snapchat anymore? There is no point. I can post stories on Instagram now. Easy, problem solved. What Twitter did is Twitter now had Spaces. Spaces now meant that there is literally no need for Clubhouse because now you can tweet and you can speak on a space. So everyone from Clubhouse started migrating. Yes, Oscar was one of the people that started watching me in that season. Anyway, so people kind of migrated over from Clubhouse to Twitter. Habib Galbi Aboud. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about like the journey. So I'll come to the super chats in a second. Big up all of you guys. So the Clubhouse migration happened, and I've been a gaslighter my whole life. This is the story of Football Wars for the ones that have not heard it. This is the story of Football Wars for the ones that have not heard it. I'm a fraud. I admit I'm a fraud. One thing everyone in this chat will tell you, I know how to deflect my cooking. I will show up, I'll be there, but I know how to deflect. Guys, that season, Liverpool lost to West Ham 3-2 in the Premier League. You know what I did? I added all the Arsenal fans and all the Chelsea fans to the space. I didn't accept any request from any Liverpool fan. I added all the Arsenal fans, all the Chelsea fans. What happened on that stream, on that space was, I made all the Arsenal fans and the Chelsea fans fight each other. All of a sudden, I had 200 people in that space. For context, in 2022, having 200 people in the space is essentially having 10,000 people watching you on YouTube. Anyone who was on Twitter at the time will tell you. People were like, whoa, this guy has 200 people on his space. No, people in the chat will really tell you. Like people who were there at the time will tell you. I think Tabang was there, big up to him in the chat. Many people in the chat were there. Having 200 people listen to a space was literally, imagine 10,000 people watching the stream. The same thing. Like it was that massive having 200 people watching. I get a message off of Dami. Shout out Dami, Chelsea fan. If you know his content, you know it. He messages me. He's like, give the space a hashtag, let it grow. And I'm sometimes you guys, you know what it is? Simplicity is key. They didn't lie when they said simplicity is key. Simplicity is key. I looked at the space. It was an all-out war. I just called it Football Wars. And then it grew from there. Hamza joined, Saad joined, Ziad joined. Like so many people joined. And Football Wars was created. Football Wars became a daily space where I was at my work still at the time, and I used to arrive at my work around 10 a.m., sorry, like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and I used to leave around 5, 6, right? And I used to keep that space running while I was at work, because I was like, literally, I was on a desk, bro. Like, I could just, whatever, you know, chemical engineer, and like, I'm not, some days I used to be out on the fields and stuff where I couldn't be as active on spaces, but that's how Football Wars started. Football Wars and spaces, and subhanallah, listen, Allah's plan, God's plan is always better than yours. It does not matter what you say. You cannot plan better than the best of planners. Everything happened for me in the right time. Spaces started when I first started doing content, literally March 2021, April 2021, they started. Clubhouse migration happened, and that's when I started Football Wars. Everyone that came in from Clubhouse wanted a space that represents them, because the guys that came in from Clubhouse, they were not to be fucked with. Like, these guys are serious people when you speak football with them. Billy Balboa, Nazario, Slens, Shy, AK at the time, like every single person, bro, serious problems. Like, you bring up a conversation, bro, you have to be specific, detailed. You either cook or get cooked, bro. Like ads, exactly. Like, bro, on those spaces there was no mercy. That was before Quid. There was no mercy on those days. Like, that day, it was just, if your team lost, you had to sit there and take a beat down for 2 bloody hours, guys. For 2 bloody hours, you just took a beat down. That season, Liverpool were crap. The thing that I did was, during the day at my work, I would run Football Wars. And on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, if there is a game of football and the big team lost, we would run a space immediately. As soon as the game ends, Man United 0, Norwich 2, whatever, space. Arsenal lost, space. Chelsea lost, space. Liverpool lost, space. The one thing about me is I'm very good when it comes to deflecting, and that's how I created Football Wars. Football Wars and spaces was the pathway to myself meeting troops. It was the pathway to myself meeting Matisse. Matisse met me on a 3 a.m. relationship space. So this is what we used to do. After we were done with Football Wars, like, I would run it at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. my time. And I would lock it off when I was driving home. Then I came home and I started doing content. My channel, Football Terrace, etc. When I started doing content and I was running spaces at the same time, sometimes at night people would get bored. Sometimes at night, like the time is 12 a.m., whatever it is, and I'd get a message, yo, Hussam, start a chill space. I used to start spaces called just like chill spaces, no football talk, right? People joined the spaces, and one time we were having this deep relationship space, and there was this OnlyFans girl that flirted with me, and in front of 200 people, I told her, you're not my type, I'm sorry. I didn't lie. See, I don't gaslight women. I may gaslight football fans, but never women. Respect women, chat. Don't gaslight women. Anyway, Matisse met me on that space. I was in the middle of cooking one of the people for making a stupid relationship take, and Matisse was just spamming the laughing emoji on the space. I went and I followed Matisse. Matisse followed me, and I got invited to Matisse's channel to do Twitch content. I was one-on-one with fucking Matisse. Deep this. Hussam from Jordan was one-on-one with Matisse on Twitch doing a weekly episode. I couldn't believe myself. I could not believe myself, bro. I could not believe myself at all. And then after that, obviously, he got myself and other panelists on together, created Battle of the North. That was my first introduction to like a big panel show where a lot of people watched and etc. Battle of the North was popping. Battle of the North, but it was not Battle of the North. It was Battle of Hussam and Flawless. That was Battle of the North. Battle of the North every week was Hussam versus Flawless, Hussam versus Flawless, Hussam versus Flawless, Hussam. Anyone who watched Battle of the North will tell you that was literally every single episode you locked in and you were just sat there listening to Hussam and Flawless fight each other. Every single episode non-stop. It was just never ending. It was never, and I mean never ending. Never. And then the Ice Spice and Bambi on Ice thing happened. This is how much impact that space had. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is how much. I'm not even exaggerating. This is how big Football Wars was back at the time. Liverpool lost to Brighton. I made a space. 3,000 people were listening to that space. Tabang is in the chat. He's my witness. At the time, 3,000 people on a space is genuinely the equivalent of 100,000 people watching a YouTube stream. I'm not even exaggerating. At the time, that was like the biggest space ever. I had people from the United Nations in the space. Wallahi al-Azim, I had secretaries in the United Nations listening to the space. I had book authors in the space. I had footballers in the space. I've spoken to Danny Simpson on Twitter Spaces. The entirety of the planet, like, you just so that, bro. There were directors of actual channels who were listening to that space. It was massive. That's the infamous quote when I called Matip and Gomez Ice Spice and Bambi on Ice. Listen to the impact of one statement on spaces with 3,000 people. I'm not even going to do anything extra. I'm not even going to do anything wild. I'm not even going to exaggerate. Look at the search bar. Look at the search bar. Joe Gomez Ice Spice. Joe Gomez Ice Spice. Look at the search bar. We obviously can't play the song, but just watch. See this? See this? This was the impact of this whole thing. I started like a worldwide phenomenon with this whole Joe Gomez and Ice Spice thing where people were just talking about it. Ice Spice and Bambi on Ice. I used to call Gomez and Matip. I had so many creative bars, bro. And that season, I kind of used a lot of the traction like on spaces. Like I would run a space after a Liverpool game. It would have 2,000, 3,000 people in there. I'd post the fact that I'm going to go live on the reaction. And then I'd have 200, 300 people watching me. And I'll be honest with you guys. One of the reasons why so many Liverpool fans subscribed to my channel in that season, and Liverpool fans who are watching in the chat, put one in the chat that if you subscribed at the time and you agree with the statement. I was a breath of fresh air because people had enough of like the Redmond TVs and the Anfield raps, and people just sat here going like, oh, it's all good. I trust the club that we're going to fix it this summer. I trust this. Let's all clap, 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 clap. The whole time it's just, yay, yay, we're so amazing. Yay, we're fantastic. And people just had enough. Like you as a viewer, you just had enough. Like as a viewer of YouTube, you completely had enough of the fuck shit. You just completely had enough of it. And people were were watching me because they felt like they were like, bro, we just lost to Wolves 3-0. You should be absolutely raging. And you'd go to a match reaction on some other channels and they're all sat there and calm and all that type of shit. Why are you calm? Why are you calm? Why? Why? There is no reason for you to be calm. You should be angry. You should be upset. And when they came into my stream and I was kind of shouting and I was mad and that's how I truly felt at the time. That's how I truly felt at the time. People subscribed to my channel then because I gave them something fresh that they did not have on YouTube. And this is my advice. Like a lot of people speak to me for advice. This is my advice to the younger generation creating YouTube channels. First of all, good luck. Second of all, you have golden tickets now with redirects. Third of all, guys, I love you. For the love of God, be authentic. Stop trying to imitate other people. Imitating other people will only get you so far. How many channels are the B-Tech Football Terrace? How many channels have you seen on YouTube that's the B-Tech Football Terrace? Minimum 15, 20 channels. How many channels have you seen on YouTube that's the B-Tech United Stand, the B-Tech AFTV, the B-Tech blah, blah, blah? Every single time, bro. Every single time. Every single time. You see people just trying to imitate other people. Steal ideas from other people. Steal thumbnails from other people. You know, it's just so much shit that happens in this YouTube sphere that many people don't know about. And I do believe that my authenticity drives people towards me. And this drives content creators towards me. Because now I was part of the Back Again podcast. I was part of the Battle of the North podcast. And James Redmond. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Got to know about me. And we started doing weekly shows on James Redman's channel as well. And, you know, Back Again was just an absolutely incredible journey. I looked forward to a lot of the episodes. It was just so much fun to do. It was just like, just consistently, you know, just I cooked the shit out of most of the panelists over there. I'll be honest with you, I probably like least got cooked. Like I cooked the shit out of them. And if that was even with Liverpool being bad in that season, like Liverpool finishing 5th, we still cooked, you know. The season after that was the season after that, the season after we finished 5th was last year. Last year is when my life changed from a YouTube perspective. My life changed in the following sense. I started taking my own creativity and innovation and trying to create shows that are brands. And I'll tell you what I mean now. And I hope, like, if there is like even 2 people that are listening right now from the younger generation that are trying to create YouTube channels, guys, there is a difference between a show and a brand. El Ahwa is a brand. A-listers is a brand. The Liverpool show is a show because it's not the same exact panelists. 1 week might have K-Mac. 1 week might have, you know, Jamie Phillips. 1 week might have Mike Das. 1 week might have Jerry. It's a show where Liverpool fans are just talking about football. It's not a brand. I started to create brands that summer. That's when Ahwa first started. Who here can name me the 3 OGs of Ahwa? Who are the 3 OGs of Ahwa, chat? Tell me. 3 OGs of Ahwa. Tell me. By the way, Tom, this is not even a lie. Hussam X Tom Little is definitely a brand. Because it's consistent. It's just me and you, and we're there to talk in football. Those were the 3 right here. Myself, Mo, and Ozzy first started. Me and Ozzy fell off a little bit. I forgot for even what to be honest with you. But we carried on Ahwa. We invited Ziad. We invited Saad. Saad at the beginning of Ahwa was a total like, just sat there like not talking at all. We bring out toxic elements from Saad that is never seen before. Never seen before. We have brought on so much toxic elements from Saad. I think he brings out his toxicity.
That's a clip. I can fully smell imitation. How you telling the English? How you telling
Send me the link, Tabang, instead of sending me the. Please send me the link, Tabang, instead of sending me the clip. Send me the link and the timestamp. I'll share it with the people in the chat. Started doing Ahwa, started doing A-listers, and started to just kind of report on transfer news. Like, what happened to you? You just sat there just talking football. Like, bloody hell. Like, you can't talk football. What's the timestamp, Habibi Tabang? Timestamp, Habibi. So we're just sat there talking football, bro. I was sat there talking football, doing transfer shows, watch-alongs picked up. Because at the beginning, and this is maybe another bit of advice that I would tell people. Look, you starting a YouTube channel with others has benefits, and it has like, there's pros and cons to everything in life. When you start a channel with other people, first of all, you can't guarantee that everyone is on the same ambition level. Second of all, you can't guarantee that everyone has the same exact work rate. Third of all, you can't guarantee that everyone gives a fuck as much as you give a fuck. Very important point. Very important point. Fourth of all, sometimes you will get let down. This is the reality. Sometimes people will let you down. Like, when I first started doing watch-alongs, I had an Arsenal fan lined up to do Arsenal watch-alongs. Arsenal Brentford. Remember the game that they lost 2-0? Kickabout with the boys? The guy couldn't do it. United watch-alongs were done by 2 people on my channel, Casper and Dali. 3 weeks into the watch-along, they stopped. Peter did the Chelsea watch-alongs on my channel for about 3-4 months. And this is something that I give genuine advice to everyone in the chat. And I want you to listen to what I'm about to say, because this is very pivotal life experience here. I'm not even joking. Stop expecting people to give a fuck about your own thing as much as you give a fuck about your own thing. Stop expecting people to care so much about something that you own for yourself. It's like owning a shoe company and expecting the people that work in the shoe company to care as much as the owner of the shoe company. It just doesn't work. You have to rely on yourself. And that's when I made the big decision. What's the big decision in my life? Mom, Dad, I love you, but it's time to quit my job. It's time to quit my job. I quit my chemical engineering job, good paying job, and I started doing full-time YouTube at the time. At the time, I was making enough money to essentially drink water, of course, and not drink alcohol, of course not. To drink water, drink coffee, and smoke cigarettes and eat. That's it. Basic necessities of life. But I kept pushing hard, and I kept pushing hard, and I kept pushing hard until I make enough money, alhamdulillah, to have a little bit of, breathing or oxygen. This was in 2022, 2023. I quit my job and I started doing YouTube full time. I quit exactly in January 2023. I took a massive gamble and bet on myself. 50,000 subscribers later, 6 TV appearances later, we're here. I'm going to show you guys an exclusive right now. Konate answered my question today. I'm just Hussam from Jordan. I'm a nobody. I am a nobody. Konate answered my question, chat. Ibrahima Konate answered Hussam's question. Ibrahima Konate answered a question that Hussam asked him. Who am I? Genuinely, actually, deep this. Who the fuck am I? Who am I? Who the fuck am I? Who am I? I'm just Hussam from Jordan. I want you to use me as the story that genuinely tells you that you should never ever give up. That genuinely tells you to keep pushing hard and always take the bet and the gamble on yourself. Gamble on yourself. This is why sometimes I get pissed off with the likes of Tom Little and Ahmed and Ziad. Guys, you have so much potential. You have the ability to create a 50K channel in 3 years and 4 years because you have so much access, but you don't do it because you're a lazy bastard and you'd rather go on everyone else's streams. Konate answered my question. Konate answered my question. Imagine. Bro, deep this. I'm a guy from the Middle East that English is not his first language, that has now made 6 TV appearances, is on 50,000 subscribers, and has 200 people on fucking 24 a.m. midnight UK time to talk about the journey. Do you deep how mad this is? Deep it. Deep how mad this is. And this is the sort of shit that I always tell you guys. This is the type of stuff that I tell you guys. Guys, never ever give up. Never ever give up. Always try to accomplish your dreams. Always keep going. Because one day you will make it. If you make the correct decisions, pray, of course. If you make the correct decisions and you work hard. You have to work hard on what you do. I'm the type of guy, and I always reference the Lil Wayne quote because it's important. Lil Wayne says, you can't just sit there and go like, YouTube was so much better back in the day. Okay, but you're going to have to adapt. You're going to have to adapt to what's new. There is a reason why this channel now has shorts. This channel did not have shorts 6 months ago, but I see this new wave of shorts. There's shorts. 12 months ago, this channel now starts creating pre-recorded match reactions to tap into a different audience that maybe does not have an hour to watch a live stream. Maybe they want to watch a pre-recorded video for 6 minutes and bounce. Not everyone has an hour to sit there and listen. Maybe someone with their lunch, with their breakfast, wants to watch something quickly, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Yalla, let's watch it as I'm eating my omelette at breakfast or as I'm eating my brunch. You have to start expanding. You have to always, this mind has so much potential for creativity. Use it. Use your potential for creativity and don't let anyone drag you down. Be creative. Explore different avenues. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but try. At least try. Don't put a marker on yourself like, I'm 100% never going to do this. Unless it's something like bad, like promoting gambling Everyone knows I turned down $10,000 at the time. I'm Hussam from Jordan. $10,000 is the 5-month salary of a university professor. I turned that down because of principle. I'm not going to promote gambling. I'm sorry, Habibi. I'm not. I turned down 10,000 USD to promote it on Spaces and on my YouTube channel. It's okay to turn down avenues that you don't believe and that don't agree with. But don't come tell me you're going to turn down avenues that you haven't even explored. You haven't even thought about exploring. You haven't even tried the world of shorts, the world of pre-records, shit like this. Always allow yourself to express. Always allow yourself to keep going. Always allow yourself to explore different avenues. And you guys on the chat known me long enough. You think we're just going to run back all the shows next year? There has not been a single season on my YouTube channel where I ran back the same exact shows. There's always different types of shows. There's always different elements of shows. There's always new creative shows. There's so much different. There's only so far you can go with watch along, live stream, preview, review, player ratings, etc. You have to add an element of authenticity. You have to add your own charisma, your own personality, and on top of that, you have to always stand out. When I first went on the Football Terrace, my first ever appearance on the Top 6 show, keep in mind, at the time, I'm shitting it in front of 10,000 people. I've never seen this number in my whole life. I expressed a genuine opinion, but I'm not shy. I said, guaranteed, Romelu Lukaku does not score at Anfield. It was the preview to the Liverpool-Chelsea game. I'll never forget. The preview to the Liverpool-Chelsea game. I wish I could find it. Let me try find it for you guys. I fully guaranteed it. I fully guaranteed it. Let me try find it. I probably won't be able to find it, but I will try my best. I'll try my best. No, it wasn't this one because I'm not on it. Let me check here. I was not on this either. Let's check. Let me find my face. Now someone will say in the chat, let me find my face, it's crazy. The problem is this video, some of these videos like that I'm referencing chat were literally 4 years ago. I'm not even exaggerating. It was literally 4 years ago, bro. I'm not even exaggerating. Legitimately 4 years ago. Anyway, I can't find it. I wish I could find it, but I can't. Oh, actually, I just found it. There you are. There you are. Let me show you right now. Wait. I can't believe I just saw. First of all, shout out to my trucker haircut. Thank God there's only 5 people in the chat who know about this trucker haircut.
Type of teams, and you know, maybe that will build his legacy up in my eyes. But to me personally, I'm just gonna say it as my own opinion. I'm happy he's gone. I wish he can go this moment right here. Terry messaged me after this moment and he told me that they posted the video on Facebook and it got, I think, 10 million views. And I went and I looked it up and I actually found it at the time. I wish I could find it now, but I can't find obviously the video. But listen to what I said regardless. The reason why I'm showing you this is I just want people, guys, express your opinions. If you're doing a YouTube channel, no one trying to hear the same regurgitated shit 500 fucking times. Just you tell me what you truly think. I have no problem with the likes of Tom Little, you know. Tom Little is an idiot. We all know this. But guess what? He comes on my channel and he expresses his idiotic opinions. That's why I bring him back on. Because Tom Little is expressive. Is he dumb? Yes. Does he raise my blood pressure? Yes. But does he express his opinions? Yes. Which is why I invite him on. Igal. Do you think all of Igal's opinions are smart and intellectual? Do you think all of Lewis's opinions are smart and intellectual? Do you think my own opinions are always smart and intellectual? I've had so many howlers, but I express my opinion and I give a reason. You want to know who does this best currently on YouTube? Wolfie. Wolfie is the biggest fraud, but he's a fraud with explanations. Wolfie will come and give you the stupidest statement ever and then give you a legitimate reason to why his stupid statement is not stupid. Express your opinion, chat. Tell me. You think that Van Dijk is this. You think that this guy is that. Have you tell me why? Don't just sit there like a stupid idiot. Talk. And this was my 10 million views viral moment on Facebook.
Players that return from injury, the likes of Van Dijk, etc. What's your take on this game? How do you see it going?
I think this game is going to be tactical masterclass. You're going to watch Tuchel and Klopp both at their best. This game actually like reminds me of the feel of the Liverpool 0-0 against City game, where it was just, you know, very tactical. Like both teams were a bit cautious because this is the start of the season. And, you know, I don't think you can't obviously win the league. Obviously, United won the league last week, but you can't really win the league at the start of the season. You actually, but you can lose it though because of momentum, etc. Like Chelsea, I know they have a hard run coming up. We also like get a few harder games towards, I think, within a month or so. So like I think, look, the thing is, this is going to be a very cautious game. Obviously, Terry clipped me up when I said Van Dijk will pocket Lukaku, and you know I've changed my mind. I think I'm just kidding. Lukaku will 100% get pocketed by Van Dijk and Matip. I'm not worried about Lukaku whatsoever. I am 100% guaranteeing it right now to every single person watching. Lukaku will not score at Anfield. The only way he scores at Anfield is through a penalty. That's the only way he's going to score at Anfield. But open play goal, that is not going to happen whatsoever. I'm so comfortable with Van Dijk and Matip. They're going to deal with Lukaku. I've seen them deal with.
May, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but you're the liar. There's no way you look at this guy and you think engineer. You know when you look at this guy, what you think? Let me tell you what you think when you look at this guy.
I've been a Spurs fan for 20 long years, seen my share of triumphs and buckets of tears. But this year's taking it one step too far. I'm wondering if we'll ever win another spar. Hey, hey, what's going on? We can't seem to win a game, not a single one. Manager and we need a new plan. Gotta get back on track like only Spurs can. Every Saturday I'm glued to the screen, hoping and praying it's not another bad dream. But there we go again, falling apart at the seams. Feels like we're chasing some far-fetched schemes. Hey, hey, what's going on? We can't see.
Point is, you can obviously I look like a trucker.
With more better strikers and etc. When our team is fully fit, I'm not scared of any single team in world football. I'll take on PSG tomorrow. I'm not worried. The reason I told Terry I think Chelsea are favorites is because I'm looking at the overall picture. But as things stand right now, I'm not scared of Chelsea whatsoever. Not scared of anyone whatsoever.
Bring the mic. Bring the mic. Bring the mic.
What are you saying, Daniel? What are you saying, Daniel?
Let me tell you now.
Watch this, watch this. By the way, Chelsea fans are the best gaslighters. Watch Daniel. By the way, Daniel, as per usual with Chelsea fans, as soon as Chelsea went shit, he stopped appearing.
They call him Teabag. Shall I tell you why? If you watch Prison Break, see what happens to Teabag. He's got these people who hold his pocket because he's got them under his control. He's got Pablo Mari and Rob Holding. Joel Matip and VVD are next. I'm telling you now. They're gonna be holding his pocket. Romelu Lukaku, I said it already. He's coming for Harry Kane's head. If he wins the league as Chelsea's main striker, he becomes the best striker in the Premier League. It's simple as. And the reason for that is because he's going to show his worth. He's going to show why he was bought. I don't know if
As per usual, Chelsea fans and waffle, nothing new. He obviously didn't score at Anfield, as per usual. Nothing new. So I just went on as many Football Terrace reactions as possible. I expressed my honest opinions, and you know, I do think this season it was coming. The 50K thing was coming, and I had it. I had it in the back of my mind. I was just thinking 50K. I'm thinking about it constantly, and you have to work towards your goals. But the guy that made me fall in love with basketball, Kobe Bean Bryant, the Black Mamba, as he said, job not finished. Job finished. Job not finished. So what? So what? So what? I'm on 50K. So what? Think this means anything in terms of my long-term plans? Bro, I'm trying to get the plaque, mate. I'm trying to get the plaque. I'm trying to hang it right here. Don Hussam. You have to keep working hard. And always believe in yourself. Always. Period. Shout out Beyonce, who says, if you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you? Beyonce cooked. If you're sat there like a little bitch, not believing in yourself, who's gonna believe in you, Habibi? Who's gonna believe in you? Who? Period. Who's gonna believe in you? No one. Watch this. Watch this. This was me cooking flawless. Look, this is better than North. Watch. This is start. This is how toxic Better Than North was. We weren't even live yet and already fighting. Listen to this conversation.
It's clearly imitation.
That's literally not
That's clear imitation. You just imitate what I said. Yeah, it's clear imitation, mate.
I don't even know you know the definition. Can you spell imitation?
I can fully spell imitation. How you telling an Englishman about English?
I dare you spell
How you telling an Englishman about English? No, I'm not. Yeah, you don't control me. Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can.
There you are. Spell it then.
No, because you don't control me. No, just to be awkward. No, I won't. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Exactly. You ain't gonna do
You won't even spell it.
I don't. You don't control.
You guys just want to start, and then we can just.
Oh, you can't even spell imitation.
You don't control. I can. I'm just choosing not to. It's
How
my
are
choice.
we live?
It's my choice.
You're just fucking Curtis Jones, whoever you want to say. During the summer, I was talking about maybe fighting all the time.
Was the just back the club blindly side.
There will
This
be
is exactly
flawless fighting. It was just every day, and it was the same thing on Back Again as well. Favorite argument with Tom? My favorite argument with Tom is probably the Curtis Jones debate. We sat there and spoke about Curtis Jones for 52 minutes. No exaggeration. And actually, speaking of, let me just do these super chats. Guys, there's an embarrassing video I told you all about. Right? There is an embarrassing video. This has never ever been seen. I feel like I need to put a price on this one. I ain't even gonna lie. Guys, this is my most embarrassing video ever. This is genuinely the most embarrassing video of all time. Trying to pronounce the names of the Czech team, I failed. I really thought this video was gonna go fucking viral. This is my worst ever video. I need to put a price on this. I need to put a price on this. I'm not gonna play it. This is by far my most embarrassing video. And let me tell you how basic bitch mentality I had at the time. You wanna know how basic bitch my mentality was? Tell you how basic it was. I saw another guy went viral for trying to pronounce the names of the Saudi team. All I did was try to pronounce the names of the Czech team. And I thought, look, this video is gonna have 100,000 views. It's all gonna, and you know this. I had one guy that followed me from the Czech Republic. I told him to share it in all like his Facebook pages and shit. Bro, I spoke to people on on big like Facebook groups and stuff. I tried to get them to like share my videos and how much money you want. Bro, you have to try your best. You have to try your best. Anyway, thank God I have never been spotted. I don't want to live this life where it's like I go outside to buy a protein shake or protein or like just buy regular shit and someone asks me for a picture. I don't know how I'd react like living that way. Alhamdulillah, people don't know about my channel here. Anyway, let me read these super chats before we carry on. How much price should I put on me playing this, trying to pronounce that? This is genuinely a human being embarrassment right here. Yeah, this is خلاص, I don't even want to put a price on it anymore. I'm not even going to put a price. I just don't want to play it. خلاص, it's over. I'm not going to play it, chat. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to play it. Big up to my guy Tyler Jones who says trying to bottle your own 50k with that suit is what Tyler Jones is saying. Bro, this suit has so many iconic moments. I think this is the most iconic moment of the suit. Caller. 100 for the jinxed blue blazer Arsenal prediction. Here, it's gonna be the blue blazer judge versus Real Madrid judge. So I'm gonna full screen myself, and I'm a man of my word. Here you go. Khalas. The blue blazer is here. Everyone is here. Full screen. Blue blazer is here. Arsenal are gonna get knocked out by Real Madrid, and they have a 0% chance of beating them. Happy?
Wow.
Done.
Brilliant.
Khalas.
Guys,
The blue
this is
blazer.
with the blue blazer, people. This is with the blue blazer, yeah?
Allah.
So if we get...
Big up to you, my guy Tyler. I appreciate you. Can we get W's in the chat for everyone who sent a super chat, like legit? Whether it's 50 or 1 or 2, whatever it is. Thank you to all of you guys. I genuinely appreciate you. Big up to BIG, who says, congrats to Sam. First time watching you. First time watching was the Crystal Palace preseason game, 22-23, streaming on your phone with a pile of books. You deserve it. Yes, sir. And I don't know something about my watch-alongs. This is how low quality my watch-alongs were. I did not even have a timer or anything on the screen, bro. I legitimately had nothing on the screen, chat. Like, legit, I had nothing on the screen. Like, legit. Imagine. I legitimately had literally nothing on the screen. What more you want, baby? What more you want? I legit had nothing on the screen. Bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Big up to you. Thanks so much, BIG. Big up to Fonzie, who says, looking like a desperate businessman. Love. Hey, big up to you, man. You're desperate because you watch anime. Anime fraud. Hey, what's this thing Tom is saying? Tom is gonna try to pronounce the same names. What are you guys talking about? What do you mean? Tom, can you message me on WhatsApp what the hell you mean? I have no idea. Tom said I'm gonna if someone blah blah blah, I'm gonna blah blah blah. Tom, message me on WhatsApp. Explain what you mean. From the prison settings set up to the bald head to the blue blazer. Here's to 50K and to the next 50K. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We made it. We made it all the way here to the 50K, man. 50,000 subscribers. My dad was very supportive and still is very supportive. My mom is like, why don't you get a real job? But then mom, in typical mom fashion, she's as soon as she saw me on TV once, she's like, okay, my son is on TV. You know that, like, the proudest moment? If you put a price on the Czech names clip and someone double zip, I'll try pronouncing them names as well. Shit. Oh, shit. How much should I put on it then, chat? Give me a realistic number. Don't underdo it. Don't overdo it. Give me a realistic number. Bro, my mom, my proudest moment, my mom shared, my mother shared me going on TV on her WhatsApp story. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. You think my embarrassment is worth $50? There you are. There you are. Guys, this is an embarrassing video. Should have done the 50K from the jail cell. The jail cell is in the other room. I could literally go to the jail cell right now with my phone. Hi, guys. Welcome to Don Hussam. We made it. We made it. You get me? There you are. There you are. There you are. Tyler, I really do believe if I did it, like, it would have been elite. It really would have been elite, to be honest with you. It really would have been elite. It really would have been elite. Yeah, actually, maybe I should have done that, you know? I just realized maybe I really should have done the stream from the jail cell. Fuck it, why not? Yes. Guys, people don't remember this. There was a guy actually watching me from the most dangerous prison in the UK in his room. He was like, big up from the jail cell. I'm like, yo, why is a criminal watching me? Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up to Redline, who says, we blame you if we lose on Sunday, yeah? Anyway, congrats, bro. Why are you blaming me if we lose on Sunday? What did I do? I did nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing. I'm innocent. Big up to my guy, Ed, who drops in the 50 piece. Thanks so much, Ed. He says, you need to take that voodoo jacket and shirt off. We need all the good luck we need to end the league against Spurs. Lol. Love you, Sam. I'm so proud of this achievement for you. Big up to you, Ed, first and foremost. 75. Okay. If someone sends convert to your local currency, because YouTube gonna take 40%. If someone sends 75 British pounds, I will bring Tom on the stream and let him try pronounce the names of the Czech squad as well. Let's go. There you have it, chat. Happy now? I appreciate you so much, Ed. Ed's first time watching me was on the Back Again podcast. He watched me first on the Troops Back Again podcast, and he's been, you know, someone who's ever present in the chat ever since then. He's been a moderator. He's just been here for such a long time, and I got nothing but love and admiration for Ed and for everyone who is just, you know, who followed me from different channels all the way here, man. How are you going that whole video without breathing? That first video, bro, is battle rapping. Like if I was in the background going like, and I'm speaking, it would be a banging song, bro. Banging song. Billboard top 1. This is football will live rent free in my head. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to This is Football. Ay. Such good memories, bro. Such good memories. Hey, let them drop the 75 pounds first. Convert to your local currency. Big up to my guy Muhammad Farhad who says, Alf Mabruk Habibi on hitting 5k. Thank you. You truly deserve this, my bro. Inshallah 100k and many more to come. If Arsenal win the Champions League, one last football war space. You think I'm gonna make Twitter because Arsenal won the Champions League? Are you mad? You think this is the reason for me to make Twitter? The reason for me to make Twitter is Arsenal won the Champions League. Do you know how unrealistic that shit sounds, bro? Do you know how unrealistic that shit sounds? There you are. There you are. Big up to my guy AD who says congrats on 50, my bro. Thank you so much, AD. I appreciate you, my brother. Big up to Kelkster who says congratulations on 50k. Thank you so much, Kel. I appreciate you. Big up to you. Big up to Sully who says congrats on 50k. Thank you so much, Sully Griffin. I appreciate. I fucking knew Ed was gonna do it as well. I fucking knew Ed was gonna do it. I hate you, Ed. I hate you, Ed. This video is gonna be in the British public now. Fucking hell, man. Big up to Mo who says big up Don. I appreciate you. Big up to my guy Steven who says big up Hussam, more life. I was here since 8.9k. Hussam, you have to play the clip of Atalanta. Also, I have clips of rage baiting super chats. Big up, bro. I don't have that clip. I know there was a Atalanta clip. I know obviously this season there is a you think I'm afraid of PSG clip. And we got cooked and it was in the same bloody suit. I'm not gonna wear this suit for any draws next season. Let me tell you that. Hussam, remember when Lavia chose Chelsea? Oh, there are so many bad rant moments, Stephen. When Lavia chose Chelsea, Caicedo rant, Zubimendi rant. Bro, it was awful. It was literally awful. W's in the chat for AMD and for Ed and for everyone. Everyone who sent a super chat. Can we all get just collective W's? He says, Mabruk on 50k, man. Thank you so much, AMD. I appreciate you so much for the 50k. Appreciate you so much, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for always showing me love. Love you, حبيبي. شكرا عبود. ومهما قلت لك شكرا أنا مقصر معك. حبيب قلبي. حبيب قلبي. Big up to Mo who says, remember how we were on a space with DK and Quinton and them spaces were a good time? Yes, Mo, I remember. I was actually trending in South Africa. Footy preview with DK. Search up Hussam. You will find me trending. I was literally like, I think top 5, top 6 trending in the entire country of South Africa because I came in and I cooked the shit at the Arsenal. Can't watch whole stream tonight, but big up my bro, 50k, well deserved, but it's only the beginning. Group chat, we know exactly why Sean can't watch the stream. He's out there eating lemon cheesecake. Lemon cheesecake. Lemon cheesecake. If you know, you know. Big up to you, Sean. I appreciate you. Big up to Sean who says, biggest compliment, Ahwa is better than Big Six for me. Listen, shout out to Big Six. You know, obviously, one of the most iconic streams on YouTube. But Ahwa is absolutely unbelievable. I think it's one of the best shows in YouTube. I'll be honest with you. So, yeah, big up to you. Big up to Kave who says, so happy for you and for having been part of your journey, my brother. Been here as far as I can remember and will be here to make 500k, inshallah. Let me tell you the story about the fraud, Kave. This guy's name was Kave, the robosexual. Robertson's dropped off a cliff so badly that this guy removed his name from robosexual and just kept it Kave now. Even he's given up on fucking Andy Robertson. Imagine. He's given up on fucking Andy Robertson. What more do you want? When the robosexual gives up on robots, you're done, mate. Big up to Ed who says, if I put a price and it's double, Tom got to try to do it too. Tom agreed to this, and double is in the chat again for Ed who drops in the 100 pieces. Says the embarrassment of Tom is worth it. I'm gonna keep this up on the screen as we share it. Big up to Redline who says, if I had a show, I'd name it the Namaste Podcast. Why are you self-cooking yourself? I don't get it. Are you self-cooking right now? Like, what the hell? Let me first show you the Konate video. Watch this. And then as soon as we play this, I'm going to get Tom on and we'll do the Czech Republic.
I really spoke with him. And
what?
Yeah, I think this was a very good memory.
Oh, that's lovely.
Watch this.
Right, let's move on to Hassan from Jordan.
Let's go.
Hello, Ibrahima. My name is Hussam. I'm a massive Liverpool fan from Jordan. I want to ask you, if you were on a stranded island, which teammate would you least like to be with, and which teammate would you most like to be with, and why?
Maybe I will pick Cody to be with him because we are very close and we love. We have a.
Ibrahima Konate looked at my face, heard me, watched me, and answered my question. Who am I, bro? I'm just Hussam from Jordan. I'm a nobody. They asked me personally to ask Konate a question. Imagine. And I'm going to release it as a short today. So make sure you guys check out that short as well. Anyway, the fraud Thomas is here. Hello, Tom Little. You're on mute. Come on. On the 50K celebration, Tom. Fucking
Mate, would you really want me to be professional at a time like this? I've never professional before this. But first of all, yes. People, make sure you hit that like button. I want to see all the W's in the chat for Hussam. 50K is mental. I remember when me and him were sitting there in the summer of 2022 talking about transfers in front of couldn't have been more than 100 people.
Yeah. I don't think I think like it would have been a top show if we hit 100.
Mm-hmm. Curtis Jones, I went probably 100, and that was like the upper echelon.
Yeah, I remember
that season was so funny. The shit me and you done in that season, book club in the first international break. Then we had
I remember
Liverpool
club as well. The problem is I feel like there are way too many memories for me, and this is why like Vel wanted to edit a video, but I was like, bro, there is way too much shit for me to put in one video. It would literally last like
you have to have like 3 separate videos.
Yeah, it's
like dedicated to a certain
part 1,
section.
part 2, part 3. The evolution, you know. So how are you gonna do this then? Pronounce it with me.
I mean, I'm assuming it was the Euro 2020 squad.
Yes.
And did you go through it by number or by position? So did you go goalie, or did you go number 1?
How about let's watch together and find out, ladies and gentlemen?
No, because I think you need to watch it behind the scenes. Just because if I hear you say it, I'll have an idea of a name of how to pronounce it. So I feel like you need to at least understand.
I think I pronounced it in positional order because this is what I wrote in the description.
Right. Okay. So. Do you want to play it up to the point where you say the name, then I'll go after?
Yeah, but I don't even know what I say. Let's just watch the beginning. I think we're safe. Wait.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. I know I usually go live and stuff, but today I thought of doing a different type of video. Today I'm going to try to pronounce the names of the Czech Republic team. Now, obviously, the Czech Republic is a team I respect. Obviously, there's the Liverpool connection there. Vladimir Smitser. We've had Milan Baros play for us. So the Czech Republic, obviously, I started watching football around 2003-ish. And that Euro 2004 team was amazing. I remember that team, Jan Kulowski, Jan Koller, all these players. Like it was a really good team. So today I'm going to try to do something different. I'm gonna try pronounce the names of the Czech Republic team. I have the names in front of me now. I'm sorry to any Czech person that's watching this right now or will watch this in the future. I am trying my best, okay? And I hope I won't butcher any names.
Am I what?
Why are you so red in this video? Why is the light?
I remember
so
that
off?
day I recorded the video in sunlight. I used natural lighting essentially.
It just looks like there's a red filter applied to you.
I did this with the window. I didn't have this whole fucking setup right here.
Also, what was with all the Czech Republic prop? No one's ever said
I think
that.
some of them I'm 100% gonna get just because they play in the Premier League, like Souček or whoever. Even though I've been told that apparently it's pronounced Souček. But anyway, If you're here for the first time, please subscribe, like the video, and leave me a comment down below. Anyway, it's really helpful to the channel. So anyway, let's just get into it. Obviously, the Czech Republic announced the teams. So let me just start off. Obviously, the goalkeeper.
Okay. This is now you.
So we're doing goalkeepers.
So
first.
this is what I'll do, because I assume I did it in the same exact order I wrote it in the description. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it in the private chat in the same exact order. Try to pronounce it. This is the best way.
Goalies are Mandaus, Pavelka, and Vaklich.
Let's see.
I'm gonna try, okay? So I'm sorry if I do pronounce it wrong. I'm really sorry. So apparently goalkeepers in Czech is Brankari, I think. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Now there are 3 goalkeepers. I know that the S is, I think I think it's Alesh Mandus. That's the first guy. Then I think it says Jiri Pavlenka, but you guys don't pronounce the J, so I think it's Yiri Pavlenka. And then you have, because the S has like the thing on it again, it's not Thomas, it's Tomasz Vachlik. I hope I pronounced that one right.
Fucking hell, man. What was I doing with my life? Fuck you, Ed.
What am I doing with mine? Why did I agree to this?
Fuck you, Ed. Ed, fuck you. This is all your fault. This is all your fault, Ed. We could have just went on with our lives, because we're talking about fucking Turkish cuisine or some shit as per usual. Just carried on with our life, but here we are. So, Tom, I think try open it in Wikipedia, like the squad, so you have the first name and the last name.
Oh, so you want me as well the first name? Right.
Yeah, I think on Wikipedia you're gonna have like last name and first name. Yeah, prime football content, 100%. So much prime.
My one's
probably not in the same
those 3 were the hard ones, yeah. I think. Now we move on to the defense.
Here we go.
Right, so the way mine's ordered, I've got David
Wait,
Zimmer.
Wait, put the link in the private chat first. Let's check if it's the same exact like order or etc.
I don't think it's the same order as the one that'll go through in this video, to be honest.
Okay, just send it, and I have a way to fix this. Don't worry. Just send me the link that
I
you're.
very nearly just put that in the comments.
No.
Everyone was about to see the list.
Why do you go to 442, Tom? You bum.
I typed in Czech Republic Euro 2020 squad and clicked the first option.
Okay. So, the first name I tried to pronounce is. Why is he not even there? Is this the correct list?
What was the first name you tried?
Yeah, Habibi. Wait.
Oh, yeah, I'll cross-reference it on both. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but you do realize your StreamYard name is still Ahmed from earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll change the name later. Anyway, go on. Go for it.
So if I'm cross-referencing it, we got Jan Borrell. We've got Jakub Brebeck, Vladimir Kufal. Oh, fucking Ondrej Kelustke, Pavel Kaderabek, Thomas Callas. He played against us in 2014. Ales Mateju and David Zimmer. Mind you, it's probably David
that's
Zimmer.
You pronouncing the defenders. Now we listen to who's up pronouncing the defenders. Chat.
Defense in Czech is Obranchi, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct as well. We have Jan Borrell, Jakub Brabek. Now here's where Czech gets confusing. I don't know if it's Brabek or Brabek.
Just for reference, chat, I'm gonna put this on the screen so you have the names in front of you.
Or something. Maybe it's. I think I'm saying this one wrong. This is definitely one I think I'm getting wrong, man. Brabek. And then Vladimir Kufal, obviously this is the West Ham player, so I have to get him right. And Vladimir, everyone can. What the hell is this? Ondrej Chelustka? Andre, I think you don't pronounce the J, so it's Andre Chelustka, I think. I think that one I tried my best. Pavel Kaderabek. I think that's another one I probably got wrong. And then there's Tomasz Kalas. That's easier as well because I think he plays in Bristol. And then there's Alesh Matiju. I hope I got that one right. Man, these names are hard. I don't know how commentators do this. And then there's a guy with nothing above his name. It's David Zima. It's straightforward. So I think the weakness for the Czech Republic is their defense. However, I did predict the Czech Republic to come second in their group. I think they're gonna beat England, and I predict they're gonna draw against Croatia. Maybe lose against Scotland, but
you see my true Scouse nature coming out. Always predicting England to lose. You see this? I've been a Scouser my whole life, Tom. That's the truth.
They're gonna go through as second in the group, but defense is definitely the weakness. I've spoken to a few Czech fans, and they tell me the defense is
complete
not it.
lie. I spoke to one Czech guy, and he told me the defense is bad. That's what he told me.
It
That's
doesn't
one
sound
Czech
as
guy
good though,
who
does
helped
it?
me.
Sounds as good.
It's definitely not it. So we move on to midfield.
Go on, Tom.
Right, okay. So we got Antonin Barak, Vladimir De Ryder, Adam. What the? Adam Hlozik. We've got Thomas Holes. That's easy.
Yeah.
Jacob Jankto. Alex Kral. You played for West Ham. Lucas Masopust. We've got Jacob Pisek, Thomas Souček, and Petr Sevkik. There's about 5 different accents in one word there. I've got no idea where I'm going with that.
It is.
Midfield in Czech is apparently Zaloznici. I hope I pronounce it correct one more time. So I think obviously there's the guy that we all know, which is Thomas Souček, but apparently he's pronounced Souček. But Souček is okay apparently, but Thomas Souček is the correct way. And then we have Antonin Barak. I think that's straightforward. Vladimir Darida. That's also straightforward. Adam, what the hell is this? Yo, there's an H at the start, but then there's an L. That's madness. Adam Hlozek. Or is the H silent in this one? So
Fuck
is it
you,
like
Ad.
Adam Lozek? I think. Could be Lozek. Could be the H is silent. Probably is. Then there's Tomasz Holesh. See how I know like the S when there's like this sign below the S, above the S, sorry. It's sh and not an S. I think that's one thing. Like I think I know. So it's probably Tomasz Holesh and not Tomas Holes.
So
bad. Then there's Jakub Jankto or Young. Is the K silent? Is the T silent? So is it Janko? That should be interesting. And then there's Alex Kral, Lukasz Masopust, which is apparently a previous Czech Golden Boot winner. I think that's what I've been told. And there's Jakub Peszek. And then there's Petr, which they say Peter in England. Like when they're talking about Czech, for example, they go like Peter Czech, but I know it's Petr. Petr Sevcik. So that's the Zaloznici finished. So we move on to the...
That's fucking weird. Look at these fucking losers in the chat. Look how happy you are. Fuck you, Jenny. I'll never forget this. Look at this. I am forever indebted to you. Wow. Because he shared my embarrassing moments. Wow, Jenny. I really thought you were like you're my family. You know, if Callum never left today, I promise you would have fooled him for a minimum 2 minutes. When I first walked into the stream, I said, hello. I was okay. I was like, can you hear me? And it was completely fine. And then Scraps in the chat was like, that's Hussam. And that bum Callum started laughing. Anyway, go for the forwards.
People don't know how long we were planning that behind the scenes.
We were planning it. He brought on every fucker except us two.
Honest
Hello,
to God.
we bring on Jacob.
Right, so forwards. There's only 4 of these, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we got Patrick Schick. I know him. We got Matej Vidra. We've got Michael. Those 2 letters should not be next to each other. Michael Kremenkik and Thomas Peckart.
Okay. Let's see what the fuck I did like 5 years
Why is it
ago.
K and R next to each other?
I have no idea. I'm not checkmate. That's the whole point of me doing this video. I really thought it was gonna go viral, bro. You know how many views it had? 168 views. Out of those 168 views, I'm at least 15 of those views minimum on like all the different
16
devices.
Now. You're 16 now, mate.
Yeah, it's just liking the video, shit like this, like shit. Of course, I watch like my own video. There you are.
The strikers, I think the strength of the Czech Republic is here, obviously with Patrick Schick, Vidra, who we know from the Premier League. Since I've already pronounced him, let's just go for it. Patrick Schick. But strikers in Czech is apparently Otočnici. I think that's how you say it. I hope I'm not butchering the name. If a Czech guy is watching,
I don't know why I'm saying what striker is in fucking Czech, bro. I don't know why. I just don't fucking know why I'm doing that.
this, he might be killing me in the comments. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering.
There was no comments. Plot twist.
So Otočnici, which is the strikers. We have Michael Kremencek. I think there's this one I said correct. Was this the guy who played for Leicester? Or no, that could be someone else. Is it Kremencek or Kremencek?
Talking about Kramaric, who's fucking
That's the question
Croatian.
we have to ask ourselves. And then we have Tomasz Peckart. Now I don't know as well if the H or the K is silent on this one, so it could be Peckart maybe without the H. So it's Tomasz Peckart, it's Patrick Schick, and it's Matej. I think the English commentators say Matej Vidra, but I don't think you guys pronounce the J. So I think it's, but is it like what, Matej Vidra? Yo, we need some Czech help, man. I hope this like people in the Czech Republic actually watch this and tell me, please.
Plot twist. No one watched this in the Czech Republic. I promise you, no one watched this in the Czech. I think I checked the fucking like analytics on this. I think there were 2 people in the entirety of the fucking Czech Republic country who watched this shit. Plot twist. No one fucking watched the chat. No one watched it.
More people are gonna watch this version now.
100%. More people are watching Hussam and Tom fucking attempted 3 years later, bro.
Please let me know in the comment section. Did I butcher the names? Or did I get most of them correct? I hope I did. Now, if you're watching this for the first time, please subscribe.
Fuck off, Hussam. You fucking bum. Fuck off, Hussam.
You know what it is? It's when you're watching the older videos and you'll do it in the moment because it's how you grow your channel. It's when you watch them back later on, you're going, why the fuck was I asking so many times?
Yeah. I not just that. You like in general, you just say why the fuck to your own videos like 100 times. Like it's just natural human being behavior. Like it's just, I don't even know. Some of the videos I was watching from earlier on, bro, were total embarrassment, bro. Total and utter embarrassment, to be honest with you. So,
mate,
yeah, come a long way, Tom. Come a long way. What's your favorite memory on the channel?
Do you know what my favorite thing I ever done on this channel was? Do you remember me and Kurdish? Because it didn't used to be Hassam X, it used to be Hassam X, Tom X, Kurdish. Remember me and Kurdish went back and forth for about 2 months over Curtis Jones, and we made a bet. If Curtis Jones gets a goal contribution, he has to change his name until the end of the season to Kurdish Jones. And he
did it on Twitter as well. His name was Kurdish Jones on Twitter.
But this was when he was buying the planes to fly over the ground. So you got in this guy who seemingly Curtis Jones stand wanting the owners out. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's the best thing I've ever done, getting Curtis Jones to the thing, honestly. Outside of that, though, I mean, the 52 minutes he spent on Curtis Jones was something.
Can't believe we literally big up Staffy in the chat. I can't believe we literally argued 52 minutes over fucking Curtis Jones, bro. What
Like,
is wrong with us?
he hadn't even played at that point. We were arguing about a player who wasn't even like gonna play much.
Yeah, and you were like, he's my
sell or loan.
fifth choice center back. You were so angry that day. No, sorry, fifth choice midfielder. You were so mad. I remember still.
Yeah, because the potential was always there.
Yeah,
I mean, book club as well. That book was shit.
that was
It was
fucking
such a
shit
bad
book.
read.
Yeah.
So
I set up a Liverpool book club chat to read the Pep Linders book. I used to get the guys on every week to discuss the book. To discuss the fucking
spend
book.
an hour and a half talking about, because we used to go through like 5 chapters at a time.
Yeah, I think we did 12 episodes and then we wrapped up the book at the 12th episode and we just cooked the shit out of Pep Linders.
The fucking lines we got from that though. If you're ever wondering if you're ever confused in life or you're ever wondering what to do, just think, what would Hendo do?
Yes.
Fucking brutal,
I think that has
man.
to be the most cringy quote I've read in a history of books.
I mean,
Like, imagine you're sat there in a life or death situation. What would Henderson do? I can't hoof myself 30 yards.
It's impressive as well because that book included the thing of Pedri is the best young
Big up, Sam.
midfielder in Europe because England isn't in the European Union anymore and Curtis Jones is English.
Because of Brexit. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, got some
So many
stuff in that
fucking
book.
cringy ass quotes, bro.
Oh.
Memories, man, memories. Good old days.
Oh.
I do love working with Tom because Tom presents an opinion. Despite the fact that he's like he has a lot of bad takes, he does present an opinion. I think it's very important. People don't realize this. I'd rather work with someone who I think has consistently shit opinions, but actually expresses his opinion. Like Tom will say something that I think is dumb, but then will explain it. So like he's very good at this. He has an explanation for everything that he says. He could say stuff like, we should sign Rodrigo Muniz, but then he'll give a full explanation. So despite the fact that it's a shit take, he gives an explanation. I think this is what content lacks sometimes. Even if you have a take that you think is silly, at least express why the fuck you have that take. That's the thing.
I'll take the compliment that's buried somewhere in there.
There you are. There you are. I just said you're good for content. That's a great compliment. You know, people are bad.
You sat there and said, I enjoy streaming with you because despite the fact your takes are shit, you at least explain the shit takes.
Guys, it was a compliment. Or simply the I have no idea how to pronounce that, Lion and Wolof podcast. No, but you're not a lion if you're teaching yoga. Have you seen some of the yoga poses? I sent them in the group chat earlier on. Yoga. Yoga is
What
not a
goes
sport.
on in this group chat? It just seems
It's,
like the wildest amalgamation of stuff.
Bro, this guy's a yoga instructor, right? Let me show you right now. Let me show you right fucking now. Watch this space. I'm gonna show you right now. This is a fucking yoga pose. Explain to me how this is a fucking pose.
That's a fucking bathing pose.
Yeah. You wanna know another yoga pose? There you are. Yoga. Hey, my name's Redlan Taranga. I teach yoga. Oh, look, another yoga pose. Pose. Right here. Look, another yoga pose. This is what Red Lion does for a living, and then he gets annoyed when I cook him. He's a fucking yoga instructor.
So what the fuck? What the fuck does that third one do?
I have no idea.
How does that help you?
I literally have no idea. I wish I could tell you. I have no idea. No clue. As a Slav, this is triggering. I'm sorry to use Zone 14. I'm so sorry. I know me and Tom probably triggered the shit out of you on a shit prediction, but we love you anyway. You got to be appreciate you. Big up to Zia says, congrats to Sam. Your best and funniest was cooking flawless after the 7-0 versus Man United, the 7-Up drinks show with Troops and Lewis. It makes me happy. Oh, that day I cooked the shit out of flawless that day. I think I went viral as well for cooking flawless. That was a genuine iconic, like
Do you know what clip still goes around on Liverpool Twitter? Someone recorded the start of the 7-0 space where everyone's just laughing.
Just laughing. Yeah. That was an iconic space, bro. That had fans. There were fans of like Inter coming in to laugh at Man United. We fed centuries. Like
Mate, we beat United 7-0 after they won a cup final. We were shit.
You do realize there were people who spoke on spaces that quite literally disappeared for 3 days. Genuinely, like full on, just did not speak completely. Like it's just none of this. Like this just completely fucking disappeared.
Because what makes it best is it was the people who were there day in every day after they beat us 2-1 early that season. atting you, DMing you, where are you? Where are you? And then when it comes down to them, no, gone. Can't even get
Yeah,
in contact for
exactly.
3 days.
Yeah, yeah. You remember the Football Wars spaces, Tom? Like all the
mate,
spaces.
I used to sit on them on the train down to Manchester in my second year of uni. I used to sit on them on the train and get involved. I remember we done one. I missed the first 20 minutes of a lecture once because I was standing outside the building arguing about a Champions League thing that was going on that night.
Yeah.
With the Chelsea fan, I think it was.
Football Wars was so like it was just unbelievable back in the day, bro. Saad is a Football Wars recruit. Hamza is a Football Wars recruit. Ziad is a Football War recruit. So many people I remember bringing up from spaces like to YouTube. AK he no longer does obviously content and stuff, but yeah, so many people. Like I met Abs Busquets on YouTube on Twitter Spaces. Lens I met on Twitter Spaces. So many, bro. Hussam told you to not wear that blue suit. Stitch yourself up. Big up Ed. No, it's not big up Ed. It's fuck Ed. This guy has a chemical engineering hatred as well because he's a chemical operator that controls chemical engineers. So what he's done today is again made me play the most embarrassing video ever. Fucking pronouncing Czech. And you want to know the funny part is, fully recording that, I fully believed I was about to go viral because I saw a clip of a guy. I think he was Jamaican. He's a Jamaican City fan or something like that, doing him pronouncing the Saudi team. So I was like, let's try to do it for the Czech team. Did it for the Czech team. 150 views, 15 views was me from different devices, 15 likes. So I don't know how many times, like, I don't even know who the fuck watched that shit, to be honest with you. The people who watched that shit, I apologize. That's what I'll say. Love you, Tyler. W's in the chat again for Tyler. Tyler holds the record for the second ever biggest super chat in the history of the channel. He dropped an 800 piece once. Big up to you, Tyler. Appreciate you, mate. Big up to Will Alexander, who says, followed since the start. Amazing to see how the channel has grown. You've done an amazing job, my friend. Best moment. Jürgen, mate, I love you, but my bad.
Didn't even happen on this. It didn't even happen on this channel, but it's been played this much on this channel. People think it did.
Shall we play it one more time just for the memories? Like, I won't even surprise you anymore. Let's just play it for the memories. This Wolves game, by the way, this was after Wolves. People lost their shit. This was Matip, Ice Spice, and Bambi on Ice.
This is the biggest head loss I've ever had after a football match.
Bro, same. This was the no, this wasn't the that actually was the Ice Spice and Bambi on Ice.
Yeah, because
I referred to Joe Gomez's Ice Spice when he for Mitoma. I remember that. It went fucking viral. Start playing Ice Spice music in the background, bro. It was hilarious. This is the clip right here.
I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up.
Look at the score on the screen. Look.
It's okay, Tom.
Same game, head loss.
Jürgen, mate, I love you, but it's time to go. I think this is what it's come to. I don't think the players are buying into it anymore. I really don't, because I looked at that game beforehand. I looked at it and I thought he's put out
normally this long.
He put out our best 11 that we had at the time. You know, we had the midfield, we had the attack.
And it still didn't work? Yeah.
Why does that keep going on, man? Fuck's sake.
Speaking of memories, mine is Hussam cussing out this random guy Leighton from the chat for 10 minutes straight on FSG. This guy later became Leighton is on all my streams now. You wanna know why? Because Leighton came into the stream with this mentality. I still remember exactly what I cussed Leighton for. We were talking about transfers. We were talking about Liverpool Football Club, and he's like, "What do you know about transfers? What do you know about players?" And I cussed him out for 10 minutes straight because I was like, if you think that I know nothing, what's more sad, me knowing nothing or you watching me knowing nothing? And I started to break it. I told him people now have different opinions. I brought up the Nunes thing when I wanted Nkunku. I brought up so many different things. And yeah, I think he was convinced at the end. That's why he started watching the channel. He was like, you know what? This guy insulted me. But, you know.
He was almost like, you know what? Fair enough. He's got a fan now.
Yeah, exactly. 16th and another iconic clip. What do you mean?
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
You know what kills me with that clip every time? It's the fact
Flawless.
it's flawless's look.
It's flawless.
I'm not even gonna play the whole clip again. Everyone just I'm gonna end it at the flawless look. Can everyone just look at flawless's face because it's at the start of the
Look
video.
at the
Just look at his
disappointment.
face.
Just look at the
Just
disappointment.
look how
in his eyes.
disappointed he fucking is. Please watch.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
He's just giving him the death
Look,
stare.
no, 'cause he's almost like gonna say something. And he goes, you know what? Fuck it. No, he's gonna die in this bed. He's
just fucking
Do you know
staring
what
into
I
the
hate
abyss,
though?
like.
Do you know what I hate? The fact that the best clip of that never gets shown anymore. It's when she joins, and he's mid saying
Like,
something.
yeah,
and he goes,
I know the one.
"Ooh."
I don't know where it is though.
Mate, do you want to know what it was? And this is a big up to you. When you couldn't do Back Again, and I covered for you in those two episodes, that was where I was first introduced to it. That was where it got its sort of revitalization, them clips.
Yeah.
Because it just happened.
Yeah.
If people want to see where it started, the second go around, the 16 out of 10, Back Again, right before we played Brighton last season.
Just
at
search
home.
Back Again Tom Little, you'll find it.
And it's literally, I think we were supposed to talk about Arsenal or something for the first 45 minutes. Someone super chats in about a 16 out of 10, and we do not move on from that for 45 minutes. I couldn't talk about anything else. You were trying to get me to talk about something else. I was pissing myself. Why would you say that? What possibly made you think, you know what, that'll work? That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think there is a genuine physical idea of you sat there going like, oh yeah, me calling them 16 out of 10, I'm gonna get them tonight. Like, oh,
You know what
let's
it was,
go.
Sam? You seen that clip? Valentine got from range. Oh, what's he doing? That was it. That's that. That's that. 16 out of 10 for bucks.
So done with this shit, bro. So done with it.
Oh my god.
Anyway, listen, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you so much, Tom, for joining me as well. It wouldn't be the same without Tom Little not
Big up to
jumping
everyone.
in.
And big up
Doing
to Sam.
Czech Republic thing as well.
I want to
Embarrassing.
see all the W's in the chat for Hassam every day. Constant content. Some of it with me, which brings it down. But we're seeing all range of content, and he's doing this for free every day. I want to see W's in the chat. As much as it's a celebration for you, like, it's a celebration for Hassam as well.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing love. You know, one of the guys I've been working with for 3 years now almost. Summer 2022 was the first 3 years. You know, summer 2022 was the first time I ever worked with Tom, man. What memories.
We'll be moving into our 4th season working together at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's mad. I think the chemistry that we had popped up out of nowhere because I remember when we used to work with each other on the football terrace, like Liverpool match reactions, we used to not dislike each other a lot. Like I'm talking about genuine, like despise. Then I got him on my channel once, and I was like, "Yo, this actually works. Like we're cooking. Let's go." And I just kept running it back. If something is working, get me, I milked it. This one I did not just milk. I made a whole cow factory. Like it's just not even. This is not even milk at this
You've
point.
been going for 3 years, and it's had about 6 different alternate partners until we've settled on Coppish.
Yeah, exactly. So this ain't even milk at this point. Big up to Drifty as well for getting us on Coppish. By the way, guys, the stuff that me and Tom said earlier on in Coppish, we did not lie. It's legitimate. Callum on every stream. This is us. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. Callum, directly. I've got to get you both on Coppish. I've got to get you both on Coppish. Me and Tom one day just lashed out at Callum. We're like, how many times are you going to make the same exact statement? Are you not bored? And he was like, let me check my calendar, my schedule. Oh, are you free? Like he gave a date like a month later. He's like, are you free February 26th?
He gave us a date in 2025, pretty much. Like we were in 2024, and he's going, "Are you free in 2025?" I'm sitting there going,
yeah, he fully said that. And then we do the Trent thing together, and then I invite Drifty on the show, and Drifty's like, "We'll make it happen." And literally, the episode after it just becomes a thing.
4
like
days
this.
later, we're both on Coppish.
No
for the first time.
schedule, no bullshit, no nothing. Because I love the Coppish community. I think the Coppish community is amazing. I think you're an unbelievable individual. So I think it's great to be honest.
You know what else we got to shout out as well? James Redmond. Because
Yes.
we did stuff in the summer of
I shouted
23
him out earlier.
with James
Yeah.
Redmond, and that was some funny stuff. You
Jenny
went there
met
on the
me
end of
through
the
James
stream, me and him
Redmond.
done.
There's many people who met me through James, and you as well.
Big ups Redmond.
James
I don't-
Redmond intro is so cold, by the way. Till this day, I remember one of the coldest intros on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You reckon I could find some of our videos on James Redmond? What did it used to be called?
It should still be there, you know. I don't think he's changed it.
Let me check. Don Hussam, Tom Little. He used to put our links in the description, right?
Yeah, if you go onto James Redmond TV and it's like 7th video, me, you, and Monts talking about endo, silence, and haters. Oh my god. Me, you, and James talking about Andre Young in Liverpool. Why? How desperate were we for a fucking DM? Andre, Christ on a bike.
This one, right? I love his intro. It's so iconic. Imagine I get hit with copyright. James, don't copyright me. Don't take the piss away. And it's Sam. That's what they used to say to me every time.
Right, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to James.
Speaking of prison, fully wearing a prison shirt here.
Because never worked. Hussam called me out on it. Now I feel ashamed. It's one of those things. Hussam thought I was in a war zone. My Wi-Fi was that bad, so yeah, it's heavy. Gents, let me introduce you one by one, and then you can say how you are and how you're feeling with it. 2 back-to-back victories, one in which a certain person scored and never got acknowledged by a certain
Why did I just not have me light on?
Hello, Hussam.
That's such bad lighting, Tom. What the fuck are you doing?
I didn't have a light on. Why do I not have a light on?
How are you, sir?
I thought Tom should have been introduced first since he's the biggest celebrity on this fucking panel. Fucking weirdo. You know, let me tell something about to the people something about Tom quickly. You know, we have a group chat where James asks us for free and shit. Me and Mont obviously are the normal human beings. They're like, yeah, we could do the show at 4:30. And then Tom just thumbs up James's question. Like, how disrespectful do you have to be to just thumbs up a guy's question? You couldn't type out yes. It's probably longer to hold the message and choose thumbs up instead of just typing yes, like fucking fraudulent celebrity. Anyway, big up to you guys.
Tom.
Yeah, it's always Tom's fault, guys. Anything wrong on this show is always Tom's
This
fault.
is being
Anyway,
anytime, anywhere. Hussam will go.
Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. I don't know why Hussam fuming is the headline of this video.
Yes.
I'm not fuming at all. This was so many good memories, man. Sometimes I look back at like these videos and I'm like, whoa, like we came such a long way, bro. Honestly, we really did.
It's the thing,
Really
Sam.
did.
In a couple of years' time, we'll be doing that with these copies things, so we just bully Cal.
Yes, 100%. In a couple of years, we'll be watching this as well. We'll be watching this going like, oh, remember the 50K celebration? We're on 100K now.
I'll still be.
I know it's probably asking too much, but I do target 100K next season end.
Hey, lad, the work ethic you've got, I can see it happen. Maybe I'll hit 3K by the end of the next season.
That's just because you're not consistent,
I know,
you bum, and you know it. The transfer window is coming. You know, in the transfer window, you could end the window on 10K, like dead ass. You know this. 15K, easy.
The summer transfer window was 23. I got monetized just off that window alone.
Yeah,
and that was without redirects.
Transfer window is no joke, bro. That shit is real. The transfer window thing is real, chat. I'm telling you
Sam,
right now. Like,
this is why me and you, people don't understand. We are desperate for a transfer window where Liverpool are in it every day.
Yes,
23-24 was good because there was so much
you know
drama.
how
We got
starving
dragged
we
into
were
the
for content last season in terms of Liverpool-related transfers? We were fucking starving, chat. Literally starving. We were holding on to any string, like some random Peruvian reporter with 3K followers said we're gonna sign someone. Let's fucking go live. Let's talk. I'm starving. Fucking no activity. And this summer, I hope me and Tom, you know, we have different circles and stuff, but we both hope that both our circles are fucking right and we actually get some action, bro. It's been
I don't think people understand how bad.
You know, when we signed Chiesa, I sang the Italian national anthem.
We were desperate for anything. Last summer, me and Hassan, I messaged Hassan Monday. I went, "Have you heard the same names I'm hearing? If we sign these, we're not going to have good shows."
Yep. What's the worst one? Philip Billing. I'll never forget.
Philip Billing and Axel Disasi was names considered. I remember getting that message and I went, "Oh my god."
Guys, because of the James Spears Virgil van Dijk saga thing, you guys need to understand something about our club. Tom knows this because he speaks to certain people that I speak to as well, and I'm not saying like me and Tom are insiders or anything, but sometimes you have contact. Here's the thing: it's actually a lot more accurate to get information by knowing someone who knows someone than actually waiting for the journalist. You want to know why? Because of James Pearce and Van Dijk. James Pearce releasing that article has completely fucked up the dynamics of Liverpool transfers, where it's like literally Tom knowing backseatsmen and speaking to him that he knows someone, he would find out about something.
There's like 2 or 3 journalists that get the stories now.
We were this close away from greatness with the Alvarez thing, which I told you guys about 6 months and 7 months before the journalists even made it a story. Put vouch in the chat if you remember me talking about Julian Alvarez. The second one is Philip Billing. Towards the end of the window, there was a smell of desperation from Liverpool. I promise you all, I am not joking. We inquired about Philip Billing. Tom knows this from his own circles too. Remember, Tom? Me and Tom messaged
if we'd have lost a midfielder for whatever reason, so like injury or something, Billing would have come in.
Yep. Me and Tom messaged each other on the side. We're like, why the fuck are we linked to fucking Philip Billing? Legitimately verbatim.
As bad as last summer was, where we didn't sign anyone, there was at least the whole you could be led on. We hadn't said anything. The first summer, me and Hassam done content together. We signed Nunes, we signed Carvalho. Everyone's gone, let's add a couple of pieces. And then James Pearce drops an article. Liverpool will do no more business this summer. I mean, you said mid-July. There's still a month and a half to go to the transfer window. Me and Hassam are going on Hassam X and go, Curtis Jones then. The whole Curtis Jones argument stemmed from the fact we had nothing to talk about because we weren't going, we might sign someone here.
Yeah.
Honest to God. At least
it was such elite.
We got dragged to deadline day.
I really can't believe I sang the Italian national anthem.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Watch this.
I mean, you
this how
had a
desperate
better reaction than I did.
Watch this. These were the last days in the prison cell. Italia Sedesta, DLNO, DCPO. I still remember the words. We're so fucking desperate. Why do you think Chiesa just called Stop Baldi in training or something? Because there's no other explanation.
He must have done. But I remember the stream where you showed off your new setup, and beforehand you were getting videos off everyone. The intro.
Oh yeah. My first video on the new setup.
Mm-hmm.
What's my?
You'd asked for them like a couple of days in advance. I completely forgot, and then about 10 minutes before, like not like 10 minutes, but like a couple of hours before the stream, you sent like 2 question marks, and I'd just done it like a minute dead quick, and it was the first one you showed.
When did this happen?
It will be
around August, right?
Yeah, August, September.
Oh, fucking hell, I've got to go so long back now. I'm in January already. Good. October. November. I know the video you're talking about as well, but when the fuck was it though? I'm in October. No, it's before October. It's before September. Okay, Chiesa. When did we sign Chiesa? August, no?
I think I might have it. I'll drop it. If I've got the right video, I'll drop it in a private chat.
Welcome to New Era, Hussam. Yeah.
That's it. Welcome to New Era.
Tom just sent me a video like he's sending his fucking girlfriend, bro. This guy is not normal, honestly. Here. And he's the first person as well. Watch this.
Seriously, Hassam, lad, you need to get a grip now. You've been going on all summer long, trying to take the piss out of me. All these other people their football takes. Yeah, all you've done this summer is go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about this setup, this new setup, this brand new setup. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. Where the fuck is it? honestly, he's a fucking bottle job. You're a disgrace, man. You're an absolute disgrace.
Yo, big up to the This Is Football community because you lot are real ones for the way you support this.
See, loads of other people start off with big up This Is Football. Just go, Sam, you're the bottle job.
New setup and still hasn't delivered for you lot, but yet you lot continue to support heavily. So again, salute to the This Is Football community. Hassam, pattern up everyone in his comment section. Be on his case as well.
Sad was just walking in London with a
setup, bro. Yeah, you've been talking about it for long enough now. Give us the setup, bro. Give us the setup.
KJ was really.
Oh, your son, bro. Where is your new setup? You there chatting in my ear about the TFT intro?
It's
Where's
shit,
my
KJ.
face?
Hold
Nah,
that.
bruv, don't worry about me, bro. I'm doing my job. Where's your new setup, bro? You've been
At
chatting
least
on
you're
my
probably
ear,
in
I'm
the
chatting
TFC
on
intro
your
though.
fam.
We're still not in
How's it
Coppish.
been? We've been waiting.
By the way, my first ever like
Hurry
video
up.
with the new era thing.
Yo, where is your setup, you absolute fraud, bro?
My
You got plenty
look
of
was
time to
so
cuss
shit,
out
man.
our
Watch.
club, cuss out our manager, make mad claims about what we're gonna do throughout the season, talk about 12th and all of that. Where is your setup?
right, Sam.
You tell us
You were
to
right, and then you
stand by
bottled it
our
up
word,
and you got
stand by
after we
your
lost
word.
Brother Hassam, I've been waiting for this new studio for quite some time now, and you're taking a bit too long, brother. We're tired of the blank wall, right? We're tired. We're exhausted, in fact. It's time to upgrade. It's time to level up. It's time to see you in 4K. Not getting caught in 4K, seeing you in 4K. Yeah? Enough of the Sancho rejected Chelsea talk.
North side is my personal
to the
funny
upgrades.
favorite one
Start
because he's
giving
very
us what we
funny.
need as a
He started
community.
insulting me and shit. Why are you
Chop,
insulting me, mate?
Yeah?
Oh, you're getting that ad revenue in now, are you? Make sure you
I
get
know
that
I
ad
want
revenue
because it's from me.
Filo da puta, where's the new setup, man? Moving like the Egyptian FSG, yeah? The Egyptian Alan from Hangover, Filo da puta. Where's the new setup? Where's the new setup? Man's moving like Zubamendi in the setup, man. Where's the new green screen? Every time I see you, you're looking like you're staying at a hostel, Filo da puta. It's about time to upgrade. It's about time to upgrade as well, yeah? And when's the next show as well, Filo da puta? It's about time you get the new flipping hostel ready, bro. What's going on? What's going on? It's like Breaking Bad every time I see you on the live, man. Filo da puta. No gasto more tempo, yeah? New setup, new season, same old Liverpool, yeah? In FSG we trust, Filo da puta.
Yo, Hussam, what happened? Where's the new setup? You've been asking for the new setup
Igal's
for
whispering.
damn near a year, and you still haven't delivered. We're waiting patiently, but our patience is wearing thin. You gotta get it done ASAP. Don't be like Liverpool. Get the deal done.
Don Hassam, you have made an enemy for life, operating like you're FSG, treating me like I'm Arne Slot. You made promise. You said Zubamendi. You said number 6. You said number signings. And no studio, no camera, no mic. Your background's still a dusty-ass wall looking worse than my trophy cabinet you like to take the piss out of. 6 Champions League, 0 dubs for you, though. Where's the setup, bro? The new season started, and you're still behind. You're in 2023, my friend.
This
It's
was
time
way
to
too good of an
upgrade
intro
your
for my
setup.
shit entrance just now. Watch.
See, I'm tired of waiting. You get the feedback, improve your setup, get a better camera, better microphone, stop having your big face. Because you do have a very big face and head.
Fuck you,
So
Tarek.
close to the camera. Plain back wall. Come on. You're growing. You've got loads of subscribers. You're one of the top football YouTubers out there. And you're still set up like an amateur. When are you sorting it out, bruv?
Great question.
Sam, you can never chat to City. You can never chat to City fans. Listen, have a mic, have a studio, then you can chat to me. I used to be in Division 2, yeah, with Gillingham, Warsaw, Fulham, yeah. I used to play in pitches like this. I've come there, won the Champions League. You're still there, don't even have a mic. Have a mic, have a studio, then you can chat to me, baby. I'm a Champions League, best team in the world, best team in Europe, we know. Madrid scammed it. I'm the guy. Chat to me when you have a studio and a mic, boy. Chat to me then.
Where is your setup, Yahi? All the summer, I'm getting new lights. I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Nothing happens. Same background, same webcam, same everything, bro. No lights, nothing. Where is your setup? You keep promising people about the setup.
and it never happens. When is it gonna happen, ya akhi? Same as Jude, Zubamendi, Lavia, Chouameni. Where is the setup? We need to know.
And then anticlimactic. Shittest way I presented this setup. Genuinely.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Don Hussam, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, new camera, new microphone, everything new as promised all summer long. We did not bottle it. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing.
Well, always has to, like, in his main character.
I just want to bear in mind this time that he left the watermark on.
Of course, because it's fucking Vel. Has he ever done anything professional in his whole fucking
He's
life?
left the watermark on the top left corner.
He is. This is Velvish one, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know, Tom, that Vel is paid
big ups,
the
really
second
good
highest
shape.
editor on YouTube? You know this, after Skullthuggery. Like, it's Skullthuggery, Velvish one. Like, literally. In terms of money. You know, other people, you get, like, they pay you like $5 a thumbnail. This bum gets a lot more money, and this is what I get from him. And he sent me the thumbnails late. You know, like, I tell him, yo, I have a stream on Tuesday. And he'd send me this thumbnail 3 hours before the stream. This is what I work with. But I'm a loyal person. Look how anticlimactic I enter it now. Watch this. So anticlimactic and shit, honestly. I fucked up an elite moment.
Bismillah ar-Rahman
Look how
ar-Rahim.
shit this is. Look how this fucking looks worse than the fucking jail cell. How did I manage to
you have decent lighting?
This looks worse than the fucking jail cell, bro. This looks worse than the jail cell, chat. The intro was literally fucking gold, and I fucked it. I fucking fucked it. I'm so tired. I'm tired, Jeff. I fucked it. I got like some of the best content creators in the world to make me an intro video, and I fucked it with fucking 144p, bro. I fucked it completely. Look at this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Don Hussam 2.
You see the sign that was. Speaking of Vel, people in the chat know this story. I don't think you've ever seen it. You see the sign right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that I printed 2 signs because Vel can't spell? Watch. I don't think you know this. Oh, and I kept this one for memories too. And ready for the big reveal? Guys, make sure when you walk into a channel to do what? To like and subscribe. Everyone, please fucking subscribe. Subscribe so we can get to 100k. Subscribe. This fucking loser could not even send me something to get printed out a sign properly. Subscribe. This is here for no reason. Subscribe, bro. Look. Subscribe. Hi, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I had to print another one with actually subscribe written right on it. Actually.
Mate.
Fuck you, Vel. You're such a bum.
So we've got him leaving the watermark on in the intro video. Can't design a sign properly. Half the CapCut videos he's using have the CapCut
designed
thing
by
at the end.
CapCut. Like what's this? Ed asked to play your rap video at the end. Here, let's just do it now since we're at the topic. Watch, guys. Perfect edit and everything. Powered by CapCut at the end now. Watch this. Where's this one here?
I heard him saying that he said, I was surprised for going he's incredible, incredible boy. Wonderful. I'm not sure, I don't hear that, but people told me that the crowd was already singing his name. It's just great.
Yeah, good mate. I love you. but it's time to go. Gotta mix these packs and potions, no peace till I put a sim in a burner. I'm on a block like Werner, backroad lurker, fully paid bro, I'm an earner. I fight past, I'm a head top turner. Them elders are washed like Sammy Kadira, and they should start calling me uncle, because when I speak on these beats, they get murdered. Bam, 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 bam. Dance to what?
CapCut
to who?
dance. This
It's like
fucker
the-
gets paid money.
It's like the most recent song they gave you. It's got CapCut at the end. But like
Yeah,
this message underneath
yeah.
it.
All the
What are
songs
we
have
doing?
CapCut at the end because he's a bum. Also, speaking of the bum, Vel is retiring this summer, chat. I was gonna drop the bomba, the 50K. I waited for us to hit it first. Vel is graduating university and he's gonna be moving on with his life. So he will unfortunately be leaving the Don Hussam family. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now with the thumbnails. I am screwed. Now I realize the value of Vel. So jokes aside, can we get W Vel in the chat, please? Everyone, please spam W's in the chat for Vel because he has helped me. People don't know something about loyalty. I'll take his laziness. I'll take his like lack of timing and everything because this guy worked with me for free for a whole fucking year, and I never forget it. Because this guy stood by me for a whole year, made me free thumbnails. And this is something that I can never thank him enough for because people don't know this. But when you live in a third world country, I have no access to fucking PayPal or any of this shit because it's so complicated over here. Aboud will tell you in the chat. In the third world countries, all this PayPal and Cash App doesn't exist, Habibi. It does not exist. Everything is paper. You go to fucking like, just recently we've got like ways to pay with phone and blah, 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 like recent technology and shit. We don't have this before. Vel stood by me in a dark era where like I had literally no way to pay him. Even when Terry, you want to know when Terry sends me money, how he sends it? Bank transfer, international bank transfer. I swear, not PayPal, Cash App, none of this shit. International bank transfer. Imagine he has to wire the money from the UK to fucking Jordan just so I could get my money. That's how mad that is. So. Doubles in the chat for Vel on a real level because this guy stood by me in a very dark time. And speaking of doubles in the chat, the reason why my stream looks like this is Mookie. Bro, the amount of people that have helped me, I can never be thankful enough. This guy's sending me a super chat. I should be sending him a super chat. This guy, quick story, when I did that, all that hype and everything, and then I did the 144 thing with the fucking new setup because I'm a dumbass. Let's just say it as it is. This guy stood with me on OBS for 15, 20, 30 minutes just helping me make this HD. I didn't even know that you control the camera settings on OBS. It was fucking low on OBS. Imagine. That's how dumb I am. I thought it was a camera issue. I'm like, I paid so much money for this fucking camera. And the shit is just, it stank. He says, congratulations on 50K. Now we're heading towards 100K. Keep grinding, working hard. Hard work pays off, especially when something you do is something you love. You'll never walk alone. You never walk alone, Mookie. Love you, brother. Love you. Brate moi. That's a word in Bosnian. Speaking of love you, double in the chat for Josh. I don't have any charges, Josh. You're such a fucker. Josh, you're the biggest prick in this chat. You're dropping 150 like I've got any charges. I'm free, mate. I don't have charges. I'm innocent. Innocence crown. I've done anything wrong to any of the human beings. I'm so innocent, chat. Guys, this is not my fault. Doubles in the chat as well. For my guy, Joshinho Bernino. Listen, there are some people in the chat, honestly, that support us so much. I could never thank them enough. Big up to you, Josh. I love you and appreciate you so much. You're my brother, despite all your semantics in Tokyo, which we will not discuss publicly. Big up to Smoke, who says Mabruk. UFC, by the way, MMA fighter. Saleh, Liverpool fan. Kuwaiti, lives in England. MMA fighter. Elite guy. Big up to you, Saleh. He won his first fight. All my community members are winners. All of them. Big up to Nags Games, says big up brother Sam, big up Tom, big up the chat. Number 20 on Sunday, the Dawn on 50K. We are eating good. My parents driving up Sunday. I'm gonna watch the game with the local Liverpool supporters club. Gonna be a great weekend. I hope you and your parents have a fantastic time. And you know, some people don't believe in like emotional stuff, but I really do believe I was meant to be a Liverpool fan. I feel it's destiny. I was born on 20th May 1995, the date where Everton last won a trophy. My mother was born on the date that we beat Manchester United 7-0. And my dad is born this Sunday as we lift the Premier League. No one can tell me all three things are coincidental. Like, I'm sorry, it's just too much. How is it the day I'm born, Everton stopped winning trophies? physically impossible.
Sorry to take away from your emotional moment, Hassam. Josh, what the fuck did you do in Tokyo?
Bro, Josh is a madman. Let me just say that. Let's just not establish. Josh, you're a crazy guy. Let's just thank you for the super chat, mate. Okay, keep it step.
Whatever floats your boat, mate. Sure.
Yeah. Big up, lad. Big up. Do your thing. Do your thing. But I really do appreciate it, Nags. And listen, I have a reverse story. I made my dad a Liverpool fan. My dad is a rock. For the first time ever, I saw my dad feel emotional after Liverpool 4-0 Barcelona. I have never seen my dad be emotional ever, except twice. When his mom died and when Liverpool won 4-0. He has never been emotional in front of me ever in his whole life. I saw his face red, bro. I made my dad a Liverpool fan. And that's why sometimes I do get triggered and annoyed and angry. People say, oh, you're fake and all this. Habibi, I've mentioned stuff like Samad Yassel scoring away at West Brom. I've mentioned stuff like Rabotniki. I've mentioned stuff like Europa League. I mentioned the Max Rodriguez winner, goal winner away at Bolton. Even Callum forgot. Like, there's so much things that you can mention only if you're truly a Liverpool fan. Like, it's just so much we've been through as a club. And I'm so happy because we genuinely deserve a league title. Salah said it perfectly. This group of players deserves another one. They cannot leave the Premier League with just one. It's just wrong. It's just completely wrong, to be honest with you. So
that parade in there will be mega. It'll be bigger than anything people have seen before.
I hope I can make it. I'm fighting with my life for
you
this
know
visa.
What? Even though I know you probably can't get there because visa and all that. At least three quarters of the Hassam X Tamak Kopish will meet up in Liverpool.
Yeah. Make sure Callum doesn't curse the parade day as well now.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
Like the bus wheels will fall off or some shit. Like, it's just, you never know with that guy.
It'll be Sergio Ramos at the Copper Del Rey. Someone will drop the Premier League trophy.
Yeah, like fucking Andy Robertson just holding it at fucking drops like or something. I don't know why I said Robertson. Should have said Nunes. Easy done.
You've missed the shit of that, like Nunes does.
This is true. I appreciate you, Tom. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone in the chat.
Oh,
when we end this,
MNE, I'm not getting on anyone's shoulders.
he doesn't have to get on anyone's shoulders. You could just have to recreate this. Easy.
Oh my.
Easy. Callum's there, right? Ride his neck. Doubles in the chat for all of you. For everyone who stuck by me from 0K until today. For people who started the stream with me, for everything. I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Saad, you could not slap anyone to save your life. Shut the hell up. Literally, one of my Iraqi cousins in London will slap the shit out of you. Don't mess with the Iraqis or the Albanians. I know a couple Albanian mandem, Saad. Trust me, don't fuck with me. Onwards and upwards, 100K soon, inshallah. We can enjoy the league title, war chest summer, and start next season without Nunes the donkey. Tom, will you actually be there on the Nunes leaving celebration? Like, deadass, you're going to be there.
If I get the link, I'll pop in for a bit, yeah. I can't do the full 12 hours.
No, I'm not expecting you to. I don't even know if I'll last 12 hours.
You will. You
think my hatred will drive me for 12 hours?
Yes, because
I think I'm going to do 8 and then I'm going to call it a day.
All it would take is for someone to send you a Nunes fail comp. I reckon a 5-minute Nunes fail comp could get you going for 4 hours.
Yeah. You probably are right, to be fair. I ain't even going to lie. It might just power me through it. Shukran, Habibi Saleh. Shukran to all of you. I love you all. Big up, Suraida. Speaking of OGs from Football Terrace early on days. Thank you so much, Suraida. I appreciate you. Listen, guys, I cannot thank you all enough. Honestly, Sirene right here. Big up to you from the days of Spaces as well. There's so many OGs on this chat today. The fact that we've hit 50K is absolutely unbelievable. Shukran Suraida, Termakasse, Shukran Saleh, Habibi, Nags Games, Josh, Ed, every single person who sent in super chat, whether it's big or small, it doesn't matter. You're supporting the channel on an iconic historic moment. Big up to Tom for joining us. I'm gonna add this channel in the title because we have space this time. So I'm gonna add it in the title. Give him a subscribe. One day he will upload something. So yeah, make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. Love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And yeah, the stream is gonna take over to Zir. He's doing some WWE shit. Go tell him Sam Raid. That was in the chat in Drake's voice. Peace out, guys.